Shrek
Always.
never left. It was always there.
Wait,
No,
my
I
question
don't
is,
think
did
wrong
it have a
happened.
box? Did it stay in there because his box was lost?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, his box was
I
not.
just really like Shrek.
Shrek is a classic.
Shrek's a good movie, yeah.
No,
Shrek is life.
Although I've never seen.
It
Wasn't
came
there
out
Shrek
21
3?
years ago.
I think. Get the fuck out of here! It didn't come out 21 years ago.
Dally.
Did it?
It came out
I'll do
21.
one better.
Oh,
do you want
fuck
better,
off!
Dally?
No, it didn't.
I
21
actually recorded cassette tapes.
Same. I used to put
Oh.
on cassette tapes of pirate radio stations. That's what I used to do.
Yeah, like the dual cassette tapes, and I'll be honest with you, I actually used it for Mega Drive, Genesis games, and just put it straight up to the TV and just kind of burnt them on. Like,
What?
I
Wow,
was
that's really the DIY home method.
I never burned a tape. I don't know how.
I don't know what would describe it. Recorded? Sorry, recorded.
Yeah, I never recorded it. I listened.
Ironically,
my mom had a really old tape player.
my mom is outside
I did do that
right
thing.
now, burning old
I did do that thing.
tapes right now. At this very second, she has like a little drawer, and she's dumping old cassette tapes and burning them. It's so ironic that we're talking about that right now.
I know that's like, wow.
That's probably why I said it.
My mom never figured out how to use the old tape player. And I kept on telling her the arrow means play, the box means stop. It's
You must
not
have read
that
our whole-
hard.
These are universal, like.
She's like, but they always change. I'm like, no, arrow is
I don't
play.
know, yeah.
She's like, but what about the arrows with dashes? Well, that means dash forward or dash backwards.
Remember when the flip phones were all we had? Not the
yeah.
computers in our hands.
You're making it sound like it was like a dystopia or something, Dallan.
I'm fairly certain two of
You
us
had to
still
pay.
has them.
More than a
pay
dystopia than
for
having
every
this
phone.
without it.
One of those, my first phone
Yep.
was a prepaid one, and I tried to get one that looked.
Oh, you just faded
Your
away
audio
there. I didn't
just
hear anything.
faded. Yeah, you
Did
just
I
faded
really?
out
You just disappeared.
like that. Yeah.
No, I was saying that I had one of those where you had to pay monthly for minutes or texts.
Yeah.
A burner phone, basically.
Yeah, burner phone basically.
The best
and
the best
that was the
kind of
first one I had. So I tried to get one that looked as much like a Razor phone as I could.
Yes. Oh my god, the Raze phone
That
was
was
the
so
first one I
fucking
had.
cool.
I know, my friends had it. And they were, oh,
It
the
was-
fish!
A fish! How the fuck is Mesh not here?
Fish, I
Just
need
kinda
to know,
feeling
how do you get Cari to react when you show up like this?
He's a friend. And he doesn't
I
show
can't
up
get her to
and
do
he's
that when
cool.
I just get up in the morning.
Well, that's because it's the morning.
She sees you every day.
That's
Bob,
because,
don't hurt yourself that way.
that's
Oh,
because,
look at you,
that's
looking
because it's the
dapper.
morning. You can't
What
get
is
me to
what
do
is
that in the
what
morning.
is it?
What's going on?
Abstinence makes the heart grow fonder. Is that what it is?
I see you every day, man.
I know.
Imagine if like every morning it was like Rob.
Yeah, you're right. I'd probably go insane.
He does hear me like go crazy at night.
I feel really underdressed now.
So I was
didn't
emceeing
know.
the wedding to answer your question, Jodie.
Oh really?
I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm lifting my hands up like this.
I think what I'll plan to do, Fish, to give you some time, is once we finish with this thing, we'll do like a little bit, and then I'll just cut to a break so that you can like close your camera
Undress?
off and give us a show. I'm just kidding.
I'm just done playing music.
I wasn't expecting.
Well, I got snacks, so.
Yeah, I've already uttered the phrase "Don't tempt me with a good time" once today. Don't make me say it again.
I will say it, so help me.
Wait. Rob, don't tempt me with a good time. Also, Rob, how can I make you to make that noise Fish does?
What are we looking at? Happy.
What's that?
There's something that doesn't line up here. All right, well, we're not gonna wait for Mesh. He's probably up too late playing Destiny with people in NA. So if he didn't show up, it's his own damn fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
I've messaged him a couple of times, but we've got 2 people in the EU that can hunt him down. So I'll leave it to you two to make sure you can wake him up if it's possible.
That means basically.
I can't even call him. I can't even.
Is his phone off?
What does that look?
His phone's not English, so I can only go through WhatsApp.
Oh, it doesn't have a
Does
UK
he have
number.
He has
you
the same
call
number he
WhatsApp?
had in Pakistan, so he didn't change it.
Can't you call him?
He
one?
Is
never
it a
got a UK number.
Pakistan
How does
like
he make
phone number,
calls?
or is it a Pakistan phone?
Does he never
I
make
thought
any
he said he
calls
got
in
his
the
phone off of
UK?
Amazon.
I'm not sure the details. I just know I can't call it. I've tried.
Because if he tries to make calls with that number in the UK, wouldn't it cost him a fortune?
Yeah, that's why he doesn't.
Yeah, he probably just uses WhatsApp or
it's
like a
strictly
Skype call
WhatsApp.
or something.
I don't have a phone number.
But what about when he's out the house and he needs data? Like, how would he use WhatsApp?
You can pay for data.
That is fine. The data is
Carrie
universal.
has
He
a
did not answer.
phone SIM card that's just data.
Oh,
He
really?
didn't answer,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, I can't call people. Sometimes it's annoying.
All right. Well, with that,
Oh.
the music is cut out, so we're going to go ahead and start.
He's sleeping online. Oh, we're back here.
Maybe he's peeing.
Would
Get
someone
really
else
bad-
like to do
like
the
pee
recap
curry or
for us this
something.
week?
Might
That's it.
have-
Someone
I
else.
can do the recap.
Oh yeah, let's go, Jodie. Okay,
In over a year, I've never
Let's
never
go.
done it.
let's do
Let's
it.
go.
I only made meager notes last week, so I'm not sure exactly.
Not a lot happened
what
last week,
happened.
so yeah. Works.
I
Yeah.
hate last week.
So, on last week's episode, we met up. We all reconvened at the tavern in Brinchander, I think, to share information. After some well-needed drinks and some rest, we decided to travel south towards the south to see if we could find a place that Torterra was, not where he's from, but like where he landed or whatever, where he went. And we think Torterra's from a place called Dunderhead. So we traveled south, partially along the road to save some time, and we decided to make camp in the woods. We found a space to do that in the woods. Chalcedony and Meshadieme decided to spar before they went to bed for that evening, and we made camp. And during the night, when most people were asleep, Torterra and Goldy and Turtwig were on watch, and then for some reason piles of snow grew teeth and started attacking, and the piles of teeth snow are really gross. And then that's where we left off. Oh, and
Beautiful.
Turtwig, I think, ran back. He ran back to the camp to alert the others, because they're like
Yeah.
about
Shine.
100. Oh, was it Shine?
Shine
Oh, sorry,
did.
Shine
Turtwig
did.
stayed.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Shine did. Shine the White Fox ran back to the camp to try and alert the others, although she's a fox and can't talk, so I don't know how she did that, but she kind of moved a little paws and she barked, and she woke up Breker, I think. And now we're trying to figure out what to do. We got in the main encampment, we got attacked by 2 more piles of snow teeth, and that's where it left off, I think.
It sounds like the name like a child would give to a dinosaur or something. Like, you know, have you ever watched Land Before Time?
What are
where
they
it's like
doing?
shark tooth?
You don't know.
Sharp tooth, yeah.
Yeah.
I just described them as
Shut
piles
up,
of snow
Luca.
with teeth and arms that were shaped like a pear.
I've written here abominable snow pears.
That's so much better than the actual.
Brilliant,
Jodie, if
yeah.
you didn't have inspiration, you can have it now. That's fucking great. That's so good. Abominable
Inspiration.
snow pears. That's
You already have
spectacular.
it? Then use it really quickly and then.
Oh wait, no, I do
You
have
can't.
it.
You can't. That's not how it flies.
I do
But
have it, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I got attacked. I got. Oh yeah, Chalcedony got attacked. He got
well,
fucked up.
you didn't use it
I've
last
got
week, so
cold-
you still
I've
got it.
cold
It's not my
damage.
fault.
I
I'm trying to
didn't
get you
need
guys
it
to
last
send it.
week.
All right. Well, that said, we come to the top of the order where Devii is ready to roll. Also, just as a small order of business, if you guys would like to tweak anything on your character sheets, including but not limited to total class reworks, subclass changes, subclass customizations, or racial things that you're not really into, but we can work around some things, or you're trying to get access to certain spells and certain flavors, if we can work it out with your character and it makes sense, let's do it. Cari and I have been currently spending about half of the day trying to rewrite an entire subclass for her. So, yeah. Cari already told me after... Almost did. Cari has a specific 4th level spell she wants as a cleric and is a couple steps away from that. And so we're kind of band-aid fixing it and reworking some of the things that she has now to do different things than what they're supposed to do. And something else that's in this is that if you would like to choose a spell for those spellcasters out there, and the spell doesn't do what you want it to do, like it does thunder damage or it does necrotic damage, and you're like, I kind of like what this thing does, but it doesn't do exactly the way I want it to. We can change the name of the spell. We can change the damage type of the spell. We can change some slight side effects of the spell to make it work for you. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And Mesh, welcome back.
Hello.
Hi, Mesh.
You went to a raid, didn't you?
Mesh.
See,
Like
even
a
still has his mask on because he
rave.
was out at rave. See, I told you.
Welcome back.
Mesh, you're late.
Hello? You okay?
I ran to the pharmacy because we have 2 people with COVID in the house.
Oh,
sorry to hear
no.
that. Oh,
That's so
yikes.
bad.
Is it the
Not you,
cat?
is it?
No.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
I don't think can cats get
Hide in
COVID?
his
I don't
house.
know.
Well, we'll probably pick up more of this on the break then, if that's the case, Mesh. That's terrible. I'm sorry, man. But let's get started, and hopefully we can play a little escapism with real life for a bit, shall we? Devii, you have the floor. You're up first.
Well then. Oh, that's yes. Okay, I would like to cast Sanctuary on myself as a bonus action.
Cari, your audio's a little bit low again.
Not again! It's even above my
Because
mouth.
it's up here. You need to make,
Supposed to be up here.
you need
You
to
said
make sure the indicator's pointed at where your sound's going.
Rob, can I do my movement from last turn? Last
Yeah,
session?
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Alright, can you hear me now? Okay. Casting Sanctuary on myself as a bonus action. And then, this dude tried to attack me. But he hasn't taken any damage yet, right?
Which one? Can you point with your
This
ruler?
dude.
Yes,
I
that's
will do
the
it
one.
again.
He has
No
taken
damage.
damage.
He has.
Yes, the other one has not.
Well, then I shall toll the dead on him. This is my first time casting this spell, but it worked really well for Devii, so...
Okay, what do I roll?
She will reach out her hand and snap, and this ominous doom will go up over his head, and it is a
Con?
wisdom save.
Whiz?
13.
I got a 13 on the dot. Sorry.
Oh, no fair.
Okay. Well, I tried.
So.
The bell rings, and what ends up
Stop
happening is
breathing.
the thing just kind of like reaches up as the bell's about to be rung and like holds it, so it's just like, and then like its hands just go through the magic.
Like if I'm casting a cantrip.
Okay.
But I do have movement, so I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Back up. Back up.
Back up over here.
Oh god.
Because it is on the other end of the tent, it cannot take a swing at you.
And there we go. I'm good to go.
Fort Terra.
Me?
Yep.
How many abominable snow pairs are there?
You currently see 2 and a third that
Yeah.
Devii tried to strike. You just see some arms flailing and then kind of dipping back behind one of the tents.
Okay.
Oh man.
So your guess is 3.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to leave this one that's currently on fire.
Yeah.
Just leave it to melt in its own juices, and run over to where I believe I saw that third snow bear.
The one behind the tent or the one
Okay.
next to the bear?
The one next to the bear is closer.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
His name is just Bear, not the Bear.
Snow pear. It's a snow pear.
We have abominable snow pears and Breker broken bear. Or Breker. We should just use the cop language, right? It's like Breker bear.
Breker. 2419.
Bear breker.
Yeah, I'd like to cast my Breaker Bear. Okay, so I'm going to run over and use Searing Smite again, level 1 Searing Smite, and give it a big old whack with the longsword.
Give your little arcane words as you kind of take a puff out of your cigar. Smoke kind of just spreads out into the cold air and lingers as you kind of just run with your weapon through the smoke. It ignites, becoming a beacon as you just blister your speed effortlessly through the snow here, almost unnaturally so past the bear towards Snowman. Give me an attack roll.
26.
That is definitely a hit at an AC of 8.
Does that mean I do like triple damage?
So please just roll the fire damage for me. And let me know what con save or whatever it is that I need to make. Yeah. But you can roll this damage twice because they're vulnerable.
Together, it was a 7.
Okay, and what save do I need to make?
Check if there's also any modifiers on that as well.
Because I believe you said it consumes the spell, does the fire damage, and then I need to make a save.
Correct. I believe.
I rolled a natural 19, so you don't have to look at it. So we're good on that
Oh,
save.
but 20. No.
Surprising.
Yeah,
14. But that should just be your single swing. If you've got your torch still, which I believe you do.
So the attack does the 1d6 fire damage, regardless of the save.
Right.
And then the save is whether you remain on fire or not.
Okay. And then do they make that save again at the end of their turn or the beginning? Because I got another one that has it on him.
That was at the start of each of your turns.
Okay. And then it's a single d6 for first level if they fail for staying on fire. Okay, great.
Yep.
Love it. Cool. So you have a second attack roll if you'd like.
So this spell's still going, right? I don't need to reignite it.
No, it is consumed on strike, but you have a torch from memory. So you can swing with your...
Can I try and light it up with the torch? Do I have to roll for that?
It is impossible to do that. You would know that as a seasoned hunter that you can't light something that doesn't have anything to be lit. Yeah.
Yes, of course. He would never suggest anything like that.
Yeah.
Foolish.
Something that you might not have known as players, or something that you haven't known as maybe an option to you, is you can attempt to grapple things as an attack action. So like if you take an attack swing, you can try to grapple with another one.
Well, you see, with my
but
strength
you've got
of
2 hands.
0.
Yeah, this is mostly for Breker and for Torterra. That's why I'm mentioning it here. And of course Goldy. But yeah, our strengthy boys can grab things. But you have not tried to grab a snowman before, so you're not sure the results.
I don't want to touch it.
And you also would have to drop your weapon or your torch to do so, because you have 2 hands being used at the moment.
Hold it.
Just have more hands.
I don't want to.
The grapple rules just dictate you actually have to have a free hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put it in your mouth like so.
Well, I think Torterra said before at the end of the last turn he stuck it in his bag, so he used 2 hands on his swing. So
the torch, that's right. Okay, so I don't think I can think of anything else to do other than just take another swing.
You can take another swing, but you know from previous results it does nothing.
Yeah.
So if you just want to swing at it and just be angry, that's fine with me. You can take a swing and we'll just say it hits and does nothing. Save yourself some time.
Yep, let's do that.
Okay, great. So you slice through it, kind of just lets it go through, knowing that it's not going to hurt it. And then you see Velen just like running past the fire. No, it's too cold.
Nope.
And she casts a cantrip with her wand. It is a bit chilly, but this is a bit cold to the touch. It says she casts chill touch, which does not do whatever it's called. Cold damage is necrotic damage, as a green hand kind of comes out from the wand and just goes, tries to look like it's going to strangle the one that attacked her on the far side here. Oh, I see what's going on here. I cannot use this on. Just a moment. This is showing hit points. It's because I didn't log in as a player on the display one. Okay. All right, well, her spell save DC is a... Oh, it's an attack roll. That was a 19 to hit. And because she is a necromancer, she does double damage. Ooh, double sevens, boys. 14 damage as you see this hand grab the throat of this thing, and snow just blackens, just, and the pear becomes more like a stick as just it rots the snow somehow off. It's barely hanging on, kind of slithering and using the tent itself to support its weight.
Become like one of those withered CP pears.
Now you wither and rot and stay in the snow. Let's see here. Does she have any bonus action?
Action.
I'm French.
Oh.
Wonderful.
We apologize to our
All our French viewers.
speaking viewers.
Yeah, our one French viewer that is not here.
Hum, oui,
How do you say sorry in French?
Oui.
Oui, oui.
All right, I'm gonna get canceled. What is Shine doing? Shine is just going to run and hide in the tent
You got Dallan.
as everyone is up. And Dallan, now, oh, joke's on you. What are you doing, Mr. Dallan?
Oh, I'm gonna fuck him.
No.
But with like magic.
Oh,
With
PG,
magic.
PG, please. Thank you. Thank you. Please use magic.
You ever fucked the Smith?
Please get.
I mean, if you want to try
Oh,
the
man,
other
do I have
cows,
stories.
you know, available.
Pardon.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Probably just,
That is,
Pardon?
that is to say sorry in French. Pardon.
Pardon?
probably just the
Pardon?
one guy that's
Pardon.
loose
Si vous plaît,
by
pardon?
himself.
I don't remember that.
Sorry, Dallan, go ahead.
Sacre
I'm
bleu.
getting canceled by the French people today,
Mitch
apparently.
was so offended he left.
This guy right here.
Are you casting a spell at
This
him?
guy. Yeah, I'm gonna do just a good old shatter.
All right, what do I make?
Throw your baguette at him.
As with every single one of my spells that do damage, Constitution.
I fail with a 12.
Oh my god.
I actually failed one of your saves today.
I know, it's like the first time ever. And I got 19.
Please dictate how it dies.
Thank
The
you.
shatter like goes off inside of him, and he
How did you kill
explodes, and some of his teeth like shoot past Goldy's head, scaring him a little bit.
Great, love it.
And then a beautiful little snowfall
Sorry.
lands, and it just is like a little peaceful.
Too loud.
So you've ever heard
It's
somebody
scat. The snow
banging
scat,
like
calls them.
a pot and pan, but like they're inside of another room? It's really, really, really loud, and it's just like this bam, but it's like behind four walls. That's what it sounds like. It just impacts the snow and just scatters everywhere. Instantly, you can hardly even recognize the tent that it was on top of, as it's just buried. And these teeth are the only thing that kind of just ricochet out into the snow, into past people's heads and stuff, as this thing eats shit and dies.
It's
Nice.
Skippy Bob's right out of there. Scoopity Boppy Bob.
Just because I don't know which one's in the initiative order, I'm just going to put an X on it instead of deleting the token. All right. Vanvalor, what are you doing next?
Oh shit, I can do more stuff. Oh my god. I got distracted by
teeth.
I don't know what. Honestly. Probably was not paying attention. And that's probably it.
Alrighty.
That's probably that.
Creature's turn. I'm gonna make a save. Natural 20. The burning stops.
That's a shame.
It shambles towards the tree. With magic, Cari. With fucking magic. The fire ends, and
Don't hop over the fire mesh.
Is this measuring distance?
You're just seeing the great.
you're gonna notice that it doesn't really walk, Goldy. It kind of just like feet absorb into the ground as it kind of just slides over, but the head just tracks. You can only notice that the head is looking at you because the teeth are facing you as the body slides and leaves the upper torso there, and then as it snaps over, you see that it like wheels around and whips back before two fists just come and use the momentum to try to clobber you. Did you reckless attack it last turn?
No. In fact, what I did was I actually jammed a spear going through it onto the ground. I was hoping to have any kind of effect at all.
You just kind of see its body just kind of like over it and just pass right as your spear just sticks right in the center of the snow. And it makes 2 swings for a 14 and a 12 to hit.
16 armor class. I'm good.
So you get distracted for a moment and you just get the chills and just go like, ugh. And as you do that, one of the fists just goes right past you, expecting you to move to try to dodge, and then the second one comes in and you just kind of like move your head over to the side and stay out of the way.
I put my hands over my head. Can people stop throwing stuff at me? I don't know where they're coming from. I'm scared right now.
Then the one in front of you, Torterra, just lurches. Tries to take 2 more swings at you. Well, the 7 won't hit, but the 19 sure will.
It will.
Oh man, my stat block just minimized. 1 second. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to make 1 more attack on Goldy. They attack 3 times.
Oh, well, bugger me.
Yep, that one will hit you, Goldy.
It will.
And then that's 22 for Goldy. Oh, that just went off the disc.
22? No.
And then, yeah, I will only hit Fish once because a 13 doesn't hit you. All right, the damage will be...
What's the damage, sir?
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
4.
And 5 points of cold damage. If you are raging, and please know what that does. And
6.
Then for you, Torterra.
That was for me, right? Oh, so I thought that last one was for me.
You will take 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of cold damage as a fist impacts you, and then it begins to crystallize the damage, like, and start to freeze the wound, and almost like instead of the cold being something that is like relief to dull pain, it's almost like it penetrates and starts to make your bones ache. Goldy, you're up.
I can't do anything else but distract it. Let me just check. How far can I move? Oops, wrong one. Where's the Oh, can I not measure on here?
You can measure, you have to select the ruler. It's below the magnifying glass.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. Right.
Trish, did you leave Cleric there on purpose or did you forget?
I often forget to bring him with me.
Okay. For now. All I'm going to do is move towards Velen. I might get attacked there. I'm okay with that. Just to here. Throw a spear to the golem in front of me. I know it's not going to do any damage. It's just for the sake of getting my rage remaining.
Okay, as you run away, it's going to take a swing at you, and 21 will hit you.
Box.
Or 8 points of bludgeoning and 6 cold. Now, Goldy, if you have your rage,
7.
you should know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a totem barbarian?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what that means when you rage?
Yeah, I don't get affected by any magical. Please tell me, because I want to mess up here.
So all of the damage that you take from the cold damage is also half.
Yes. Oh, I knew that.
Okay, so if I give you them separate like that, that means you have to half them separately because they're separate sources. Okay, so as long as you're doing that, then we're good. I just don't know if you're actually doing that. So there you go.
I am.
Okay, great. I'm not trying to kill you. You're just very durable. So.
You know, I'm just like, wait, hold on. What's going on?
Okay.
And I'm not going to attack a second time. Instead, can I just ready myself just for another attack?
So you can take the dodge action if you would like to make it harder for them to hit you, because your rage dictates that you either need to take damage or deal damage in order to keep it up or make an attack. So if you use your action instead after taking some damage to brace or rather dodge, then you can do that as well.
Can I provoke? I mean, I would provoke.
You can try. Sorry, but you can certainly try.
Yeah, I'm going to provoke it.
Okay, give me a intimidation check or a deception check, your choice. How are you trying to provoke it?
I want him to focus on me and no other.
Yes, but what are you doing to do that?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Intimidation and they're both rubbish. I'm gonna go. Hey, eat me. I'm big. I'm plumpy. You don't want them. They're all meat. They're both. Look at this. An old windbag. Like,
okay, so this will be a traditional performance or persuasion. Sorry, deception or intimidation. If you would like to do something physical to kind of do something with your muscles, I'll allow you to add your strength bonus instead of your charisma bonus usually. But if you're using your words, that's not going to fly. So you have to use your words and also intimidate them with your body.
I'll use my words, so it'll be the deception. Yeah. Just, yeah. I'm over here. Kill me.
Thank you, Arnold. Very cool.
Had we done. 14.
14, okay. You'll see the results of that in a bit. Okay. You do go right after them, so. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. I won't do anything else.
Rightio, Chalcedony.
The cow previously tried to attack one of these and nothing happened.
Correct.
And he got damaged for his, troubles. So he's twigged on that, because he's seen the battle going around, that just trying to do like a physical attack isn't really working, and he feels kind of outsourced because he has no magic at all.
Sage.
So yeah. So Cal is like, oh shit, and he's going to move back that many squares, which I can't remember if he says each square is still 5 or it's 10.
He's gonna take a swing at you as you try to run away.
Oh no! I can get away without any swing.
You have to attack them in order to do that.
No, I don't.
That's your feat, is it not?
No.
Then please read your feat.
I'm going. Wait, 1 second. Maybe I'll do this attack. We got me confused now.
Was it
Yeah, you
minimized? There we go. That's fine.
Okay, I do need to attack. Yes.
Yep.
When you make a melee attack a creature, you don't provoke. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Well,
It will go
spoiler
in,
alert, I rolled a 10, so it still misses.
Alright, well,
But yeah, he took a swing.
Cal flips it off.
Okay, great. Abominable
and,
snowman.
So yeah, that one's dead. Okay, there's 2 left.
Yes.
Okay, so I think at this point, Cal's gonna need to improvise a little. Can I, if I make an improvised weapon or something, is it it's an action, right?
Yeah, it'll be a d20 plus your strength bonus to hit.
Okay, so can I mean, like, if I was to swap from, because I'm holding my scimitars, I guess.
Yeah.
So to go to use something else, like my bow and arrow or something, would use an action, right?
So it's a free action to interact with an object. Pulling a weapon, stowing a weapon, it counts like that, or picking up something. So if you drop something, it's for free. So you have to drop both your swords to pull out a bow. Or pick up something else, or open a door, or close a door, or stow a weapon, those type of things. So the idea is that you can stow your weapon and this turn, and then use your action to pull the bow out. But if you want to attack with the bow this turn, you need to drop your weapons, use your free action to pull it out, and then your action can be the attack action.
Okay, so Cal's looking around. He wants to put some try and make a weapon to get some fire on the thing, but the logs are too hot. So he's gonna.
It's kind of just coals right now.
It's just it'd be too hot to touch, though. Is what I mean. You might just pick them up with a bare hand.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah. So, and it's too far that he can just kick it in his face, because I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
It's quite a few feet. So yeah, I'm going to. I do have some torches though.
Okay.
So would I be able to light a torch from the remaining fire that's here?
I'll say normally you have to use kindling and stuff as an action to light a torch. But because we have coals, right. I'm going to say it'll take your bonus action, because you can just kind of like dip it in there and grab it real quick. It's really fast. So as long as you spend your bonus action doing that, that's fine. You have to drop your weapons to do this.
I'll drop my weapons. So is that drop my weapons and free action and an action and bonus action?
Drop your weapons is nothing. Grabbing your torch is a free action, and lighting it is your bonus. So you have your action.
Okay.
That's it, and your movement. That's all you got left.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do that then, and
Okay.
I'm going to end my turn.
Okay, so you have a torch lit in your hands, and you have your action still. Are you going to use your action or no?
Oh, I still have my action.
That's correct.
Wait, how much movement have I got left?
You've only used 20.
It's 20. I have. I'm gonna be able to get back there.
Sorry, you've only used 10. No. Yeah, these are 10-foot squares. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So it would cost. It'd cost me. I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, it'd be too much for me to get back.
Yeah,
so
you can get back next to one of them within 20 feet. If you've got 20 feet of movement left, you can get back to it. How much movement you got?
I have 25 left.
So yeah, you can get there.
Oh right, so it would be just that much to get.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
I can get back then.
You can get back there.
Alright then. So if I'm here, I need to be in this square or this square? Oh, no.
Both are fine.
If I'm here, can I try and stick the torch in its mouth? Or...
Yeah, you can try to make an attack roll with it. So just give me an attack roll by using an unarmed strike. So go to your menu and try to find the unarmed strike. It'll be the same bonus.
Okay. Strike. Okay. It's pretty low. It's
I'm just gonna double check
14.
this really quickly. Unarmed strike should be.
It's a.
Oh, sorry.
It's a plus-
what did it
plus
add to
2.
you? +2.
It says +2 on my thing.
Okay, yeah, that's still a hit. That's fine. So you do 2 damage.
Okay, so
Because the torch will normally do 1 point of fire damage, but it is vulnerable, so we'll do 2 points of fire damage.
2 points of fire damage.
Start to sear into it a little bit and see the snow melt off.
So it's melted. It has melted a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely seems to have taken some damage.
Is the torch stuck in the
Nope.
monster?
Nope, you still
It's
got
not
it.
stuck in. So am I still holding it after I struck
Yep.
it? Okay.
You want to attack again?
Do I have another attack? I thought I used it. Oh, I have 2 attacks per. Oh, okay. All right. Then I will attack again. I don't think that hit. I got
you roll?
1 or 3.
Ooh.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 14.
Okay, it looks like when you swipe through it this time, it like pulls out a hand and the torch goes through the hand, and for a brief second the torch light just goes and vanishes, and then you just panic and like fan the flame to get some oxygen back into it, and it lights back up, and you're just like, oh, close call. Okay, that will be your turn. That is 2 attacks, a bonus action, a free action, and some movement. We go to Breker. You're up.
I'm gonna have Bear try to grapple the thing.
Okay.
I want to flip off the monster as a free action.
I got a 13 on the contested grapple.
Okay, I got an 18. So Bear tries to grab it, and it kind of just phases through and like just does this very weird amorphous blob thing where it almost engulfs the bear back, and then kind of just like sticky fluid gets off of it. Just very
and then
ooze-like.
I've got my magic weapon, and I was gonna do a level 2 smite on there as well.
Okay. You don't have to declare smites until you hit, just to be clear, unless you want to use a smite spell, which is different. That is a
Does
big
a
hit.
25 hit?
Absolutely. Make sure you roll your damage.
Am I rolling the base damage or no?
Because
It's a
you've
magic
cast magic weapon, I believe does magic weapon just make it magical, or does it make it magical and give it a +1?
It was a +3 on the rolls, so that's actually a 28 to hit.
What's giving you the +3? Sorry.
The Tiered Justice weapon, it gives it +3 and it becomes magical.
Okay, so the
And then
+3
makes
is just to hits with your channel divinity, or is it to damage as well?
It's to hit.
Okay.
It is no damage.
Okay, so then you can roll your damage as normal, and then you can roll your whatever smite damage you wanted to roll into that, which I believe in this case would be 3d8 instead of 2 because you did a second level. Unless it's, yeah, I think that sounds right. You might want to double check my math there.
So base Warhammer did 6, and then 14 of smite.
Okay, sounds good.
And then if I hit with the Crusher, can I move it?
Yes, you can. You can only move about half a space up unless you can move it. Can you move it 10 feet?
No, 5 feet.
Okay, yeah, it'll only move half a square because these are 10-foot squares, but where would you like to move it?
I'm kind of just trying to back it up from, so sort of down left, away from everyone. Yep.
Okay. So that'll move it out of reaction range of you guys.
I will swing with my second attack then.
Okay. Also, I just realized I attacked with both of them last turn. So I will not attack with this one this turn.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does. Roll your damage. Are you smiting?
No. 9 damage.
Okay, it's barely holding on. But you can see that the creature looks to be like looking down after you hit it with this holy light, and the energy just kind of erupts from the inside and it becomes this smaller object. It's struggling to kind of put more pieces back to it from the environment around it, and it doesn't seem to be as intimidating as it once was.
Can I harness divine power and regain that spell slot as well?
Sure, it'll use your bonus action, I believe. Yep. I will say that I think that harness divine power also uses the channel divinity.
It has a separate marker on.
So I looked this up recently.
D&D Beyond.
Harness divine power. There's also something similar to this to clerics. They have something like this now too. If you use harness divine power, it uses both resources.
Okay, so I can't use it. Okay, never mind.
And the reason is because the harness divine power is a daily resource, and the other the channel divinity you get back on short rests. So if you want to harness divine power because you haven't used something, you can use it, and then you can take a short rest and get 2 divinities back. Does that make sense? Because you get 2 channel divinities every short rest. And then the divine powers, I think you only get 2 of those a day.
I think I'm at 1 divinity still. Next
really?
level, I think I get 2.
Okay, I'll look into that more because I'm doing this from more of a cleric standpoint, so I know for sure that's how it works for clerics, but I'll check that out with you because I was looking through cleric stuff with Cari today.
Okay, so I can't do it though. That's fine.
Okay, all right, no problem. All right, then this thing would normally go here, but because I have already done its turn, I will negate that. And Mesh, you are up again.
One question, Breker, did you go closer to it for your second attack? Because you're further away from it at this point. I'm trying to know if I get sneak attack or not.
He would have to, yeah. So I'll say that Breker is kind of in this weird range here. So you would get sneak attack if you were to strike it. Unless Breker wants to move it away again, because he did hit it twice.
I cannot activate Crusher twice.
Okay, so it's a once a turn thing. Got it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I wanna... do I even get there since it's pushed? I don't know if I have the distance to do this anymore. I can't go through them at this point, right?
Go through who?
I can't get there without, like... Yeah, my 30 distance won't get there because it's double, like, thingy.
If you use your bonus action, you can get a dash for free.
I want to, but okay, so main thing I want to do is use my first attack, my regular attack, to stab the coals with my short sword and like get some coals stuck in the sword. Can I do that as a one attack?
Ooh.
And then as the second attack, as my bonus attack, I go up and smack it.
So how are you able to attack with this twice is my question.
So my bonus attack only works when I do an attack with my sword. That's why I want the second, my first thing to be an attack instead of like an improvising a thing.
Yeah, but you don't get 2 attacks. You get 2 weapons. So if you use the attack to light it with the coals, that means you have to attack with the dagger, not the rapier.
Yeah, good point.
What I would let you do is I would allow you to do something similar to what Cal did with the torch for a bonus action use. And in doing so, I will allow you to make an ability check to see if you can get your rapier hot enough, fast enough, so that it can do any damage to this thing at all. So we're going to make a pretty high skill check because it's a blade in a short period of time.
You're saying I'm trying to get it hot? I was trying to like stick some coals into it because it's a piercing weapon. I could probably pierce through.
Okay. Still going to make it an ability check.
Yeah, that's fine.
So let's see. What ability do I want on this?
That is a 15 on the die.
Let's see here. I think this is just a raw d20, so yeah, that'll work. We'll say that you can skewer 1 coal.
Okay.
And it's barely holding on, but if you can get there this turn, I'll say that you can use the coal with an attack.
But then without the bonus action, I can't get there. Shit.
Yeah.
You're saying this is like a 10-foot box, right? Every
Yeah.
box is 10 feet, so
Yeah.
maybe I can squeeze through. I don't know. Because we are
How
bigger
much
on
movement
this.
did you use so far?
None. I have full movement. So if I can kind of squeeze through.
Because this is a 10-foot space, I'll allow it.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll be like somewhere. To press Alt to get like a
Just
thing.
hold the Alt key down while you're moving around, and then let go of the clicker before. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. So like that.
Yeah.
Now
Okay,
I'll
please
use
make-
my second attack.
Here's what
My main attack.
I'm gonna have you roll, but you're gonna take a -5 because you're trying not to get the coal to fall off. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have Blackie, so I don't even get advantage on this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good roll. 13 plus 7.
So +7 -5, so it's a +2.
Yeah, so that's a 15 on the hit.
Okay. Give me a. I would like you to roll me 2d6 because this is gonna be the coal damage, as the coal
2d6.
burns into it. Yep.
D6, where's my D6?
And because it's vulnerable, I'm giving you a second d6 instead of a single.
Okay, that's 3. Do I get sneak attack now on
No,
this?
no, just
No?
sneak
No,
attack would be the
just
weapon
base.
die. Yeah. But,
Yeah, okay.
did you roll 3 on 2d6?
2d6 is 3, yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah, bad.
Okay, you see
bad.
this coal almost comes loose a little bit as Mesh comes in, and it starts flying through the air, and he quickly just does a quick like whisk and flick on his rapier to knock the coal from flying over its head to hit the top of the head and kind of melt away this like skid mark through its head. Just goes, and you can see it just kind of starts melting away and just
a
goes.
flick.
Yeah, kind of just melts a little bit of it away as it kind of just looks around frantically. Still standing. Devii.
I'm gonna tell Blackie to come over to me at least.
Okay.
So
So you can take 1 square, I think. Square and a half or so.
20 feet, yeah.
Okay.
That's about
Alrighty, Devii, you're up.
Well, I will. Going to cast guiding
Which one?
at. It hasn't taken too much damage, right? This guy that.
They both taken hits.
No, but this guy's probably looking worse.
Carrie, something's
I don't
going on
know
with your
how to
mic.
tell. Really? Hello.
Because you're just talking low.
Hello, hello, hello.
There you go.
Hi. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Okay, don't do that ever again.
You said I was talking low. Okay.
It was better not hearing you.
I'm gonna cast guiding bolt. Wait, I need to do the distance. If everything's 10 feet, and
Everything should. A guiding bolt's 60 feet, I believe. So you're good.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast guiding bolt on that.
That dude
I
over
have to
there.
roll
It's an attack roll.
to hit. Which one should I hit with? I'll do this one. Ooh, 17.
Yes. Damage.
And the damage. Oh, sorry. I did this without telling you. This is at 3rd level. 4th level. This is at 4th level.
5th.
Same answer. Give me the damage.
Yeah. It shall be 76.
7d6. Good lord, this is overkill.
Good.
What is that? 76 damage?
Not
Kill him.
76, 7d6 of dice.
Well, I rolled 3 6s.
7
2
D6.
2s, and 1,
She's got
so
d6s that she rolls, and she rolls
6
7 of
plus
them.
6 is 12.
Really?
13, 14, 15, 16,
And-
17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23.
How do you wanna do this?
That's still loads of damage.
She just looks at it and she's like, okay, that guy's gone down, that goes. And then once again, her eyes turn white and a bolt spins out and hits it, and then it just goes
It's kind of like these spirals.
with the snow.
The smoke dissipates, and you just see this almost like the tree has like the impact of the wind also blows a little bit of snow off the tree from behind it.
All right, one more, boys. Better get it done.
Cortera.
I guess Siri Smite again. I didn't want to use another spell slot, but if this thing's just about dead, might as well do it. So casting it, taking a swing, and I got a 12. Was that enough?
Yep.
That was
Roll
enough, yeah.
2d6, please.
Seven.
Cortera, how do you want to finish this?
Oh, thank God. Oh,
I didn't even do a bonus action. I could have given you inspiration.
It's fine, Cari.
I'm so happy.
We didn't need to use that for inspiration.
So my sword lights up, and I just I hold it in one hand, and I just take a big old backswing and just knock it upside what I think is its chin. And as soon as it connects, I hear an almighty wail as a tongue of flame starts at that point of contact and just moves outward to engulf the rest of the creature until the whole thing is consumed, and then gets smaller and smaller and smaller until finally it just disappears into nothingness along with the last spark of flame that has consumed it.
There's just a little burnt patch of grass surrounded by snow, and then you just see this.
No, you need to turn around and put sunglasses on while it goes.
It's like CSI Miami.
I think Devi's turning around and going like this and going back to bed.
All right. And with
So
that, we are out of combat.
I would like to look for the snow bear's teeth, please.
Make an investigation check.
Is it like a shark? Like they just leave behind their teeth?
Ugh. You're helping me?
Yep.
I have advantage.
I am not helping.
No, him helping you is giving you nullifying the disadvantage.
Okay. 10.
I'm just going to stare in disgust, in just general disgust.
It takes you a lot longer than you want to look for something, and it's frankly just not there.
They blend in with the snow.
Well, did their teeth not evaporate? Or was it?
Well,
Or
they
did
come
they?
over here and get healed.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're not looking so good.
I need to get healed as well.
Going to bed.
Don't offer me. I'm fine.
And then, how many points do you need, Kel?
I don't know what points are, but I could do with a good back rub.
Actually, Rob, technically, if we have a long rest right now, wouldn't that just heal us up?
Yeah.
Like, just
We
really
were in the middle of a long rest, so we'll
Yeah,
just continue
that's
that.
what I mean. Just
Our
like
long rest
restart.
is interrupted, though. We'd have to start from scratch on a whole new long rest.
You have to say that.
Maybe a good idea, just to have
just
a
said it
long
before I
rest.
did.
Still do it. We still have to do it anyway.
Well, so if we were gonna
There's
have like
a
8 hours
weird-
of sleep, we have to. How long was we asleep for?
There's the weird unspoken rule, though. We just, like, partially slept. Some of us cannot just go to sleep again for another 8 hours.
Telling you, bored.
What?
Sucks
Me
in
and
sense.
Devii
It's
just
DM
started our
discretion
sleep.
here, but it's
Although I need
possible we
rest.
cannot just long rest right after trying.
So in this
So you
particular
can't
case, you guys will
split?
be able to rest, but you cannot count the previous time that you invested. You'll have to start over. Because
What?
at the end of
Well, it
this,
is
you
the middle
guys
of
didn't
night,
really
but-
finish resting. It was trancing or partial rest and then you were woken up from slumber. It's like you get woken up in the middle of the night. It doesn't matter if you get 8 hours or 6 hours of sleep, whatever it is. Getting interrupted sleep is not good, so you actually just need to get all of it back. So you have to start over from scratch, but because you guys are exhausted in this current state, I'm going to allow a long rest, because to me it doesn't make practical sense that you just can't sleep and you can't get the benefits of a long rest. To me, I will say that it's generally pretty tough to get this, but because you guys have tents and you have a fire, you guys have a good campsite that Tortero is able to provide away from the winds, which would be emulating some of the stuff that you get from the walls of a town. And then on top of that, some of you would be able to spend partial points of your rest in and out of the bubble of tiny hut from Velen. Definitely helps.
Oh, tiny hut.
She will always be able to prepare a tiny hut because she's a wizard.
Before we go to sleep, though, I'm gonna lay on hands myself to full. Cal, I don't know how much health you're missing, so I'm gonna smack you with a healing hand for 7 hit points.
No, I need laying on of hands, not smacking hands. Laying on.
Laying on very hard.
Laying on of hands.
It says all I have to do is touch a creature, so that can be a very brief smack across the back of your head.
A healing wet willy.
I'll have a wet willy.
Oh my gosh, if Mesh's Blackie, if he could heal through that, Blackie could like heal people like with a wet willy tongue.
We need to do a find familiar cleric like separate universe version of your character, Mesh, so you can do that.
Or like that's how it wakes us all up in the morning.
That's your next character, is healing through familiars, Mesh.
16 times.
What is this session?
All right, Cal, I healed you to full.
Okay.
Goldie, how much do you need?
Yeah.
I need. I need.
Can I just long rest?
27.
I can long rest, right, DM? Right?
I calculate that right.
Best I can do is 13, Goldie. Sorry.
That's fine.
Wait, so we don't get to get to restart and sleep in?
You haven't rested yet.
No, can we start a long rest now?
Yeah, are you all just crashing?
I am.
Well, so
Yeah, Cal's going directly back to bed. He didn't want to get woken up in the first place, to be honest.
I guess I'll have to continue my watch.
I
think that you should be able to swap, right? Because you probably well, I think it's only fair, right? Or did you just start your watch? I don't know.
I am on edge, so I will gladly take the first watch.
Rob, question. Blackie doesn't need to sleep. Can he be like partial watcher?
Sure, but you have to use his stats. You can't use yours.
Yeah.
You want to get
I'll leave Blackie to be partner with somebody.
Just keep in mind he doesn't have dark vision from memory.
I think he does.
Even get in
I can't use
Dark vision 30 feet, yep.
Okay. So yeah, he's going to be limited to that range, but you guys are like that anyway, so yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Alright, well you guys got it then. I'm gonna go inside and crack a tenny and hit the sack.
Hold up, crack a tinny. Where's this tinny coming from?
I'll take the first.
I assume we had here with us.
I'll just give.
For you, where's my player then?
I'll give Goldy advantage with Blackie, I guess.
Yeah. That's fine.
So
Goldy,
DM,
Goldy, you have a straight roll though because you don't have dark vision.
Right.
DM,
Okay,
how long was we like resting when we got attacked?
I think we had said 2 of 3.
You don't know? You're just not telling us.
We were on the second watch. We had at least rested for 4 hours.
Oh, had we? Okay, thank you.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception.
Okay. Straight roll. 14.
Okay.
Who did he say it?
Cari.
You can just see me just shivering like.
Goldie, you can kind
I'm
of
cold.
hear at the beginning of your watch Velen taking about 10 minutes to set up her little hut again over one of the things and kind of using some magic to kind of clear off the tent. Kind of stirring up the coals just for good measure to make sure they're nice and hot, just in case. It's unsettling. People just shivering, trying to get back to sleep. Just not comfortable. Disconcerting, strange happenings. You just basically saw a monster 3 times in the space of an hour, and it was not fun. And
nice.
This is the first time that any one of you, Goldy especially, and Breker, have stuck a instrument of battle into a pile of snow and had it bite back. So needless to say, this is not a pleasant experience. And you kind of feel this wave of light snow and breeze kind of pierce through the forest around you as you just kind of grip your hilt of your weapon a bit tighter as you keep watch for the better part of a couple hours.
Fuck you, snow.
And then after a little while, you realize that you've kind of lost circulation in your arm because you've just been white knuckling for like an hour.
Oh dear.
Hands are a little almost like rheumatoid arthritis, kind of just trying to get feeling back in them. Warm your hands up by the fire for a little bit. Exchange worried looks with a familiar chameleon that seems to be immune to the cold. Probably feel a little tinge of jealousy. And then your watch comes to an end without event.
Going to bed. Tag. Whatever.
Who
do you tag?
Who wants to go next? Or can I just drag someone? Because I will pick Mesh.
I think it was
did
Mesh.
my first
Mesh
watch.
Yeah, Mesh and I
will
were
tag-
first.
All right, fine. I'll tag. I'll tag Jodie. Excuse me, Chalcedony.
You gotta wake him up first.
Give him
Fine,
a
I'll slap him on the bum. Hold on.
Cal wakes up.
There you go.
Fluffy bum.
I
Cal
hope you
wakes up.
heard all that.
Cal was naked that entire fight, by the way.
Join the club.
Because it was
Oh, Rob,
Devii was
thinking
not
about that.
naked. She just didn't have her armor on.
Get
Same
up.
thing.
That, Rob, I
Take watch.
checked the
They can
rules
have armor,
for
yeah.
sleeping. You can sleep if it's light armor, medium and heavy armor. You can't
Yep.
sleep in.
Yep,
I
that's
have
what we
medium
cleared
armor.
up a little bit because Dallan has special elven armor, I believe, that he can wear while he's sleeping.
Oh, okay. I think Cal, maybe he wasn't completely naked. He had like his under top on or whatever. Whatever. Okay. So,
I mean, you wouldn't be able to sleep that way in this environment.
Not in the snow, yeah.
so what was he wearing then?
That's not my character choice to make.
Well, there's also like, you can't sleep in the armor. I think it's light armor, but
If you got light
it
armor, you
wouldn't
can
keep
sleep
him-
in it.
It wouldn't keep him warm, but he has the ring of warmth, which is what enables him to not have to put loads and loads of clothes on. The ring of warmth. Anyway, yeah.
I scream at Cal, get up, do the watch. I'm going to bed.
Oh man. That's like how wakes up to do the watch.
I dumped my clothes or whatever the hell I was wearing, and I just literally just collapsed.
Okay, Cal, do you have dark vision?
Cal does not have dark vision, so I don't know why the fuck he's doing the watch.
Black is still there helping.
Oh, is Blackie
Yeah.
helping with?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Me and Blackie are gonna.
Give me one perception check then.
One perception check. Do I have advantage, disadvantage,
No.
or anything?
Straight roll.
Straight roll.
You have advantage and
roll.
disadvantage at the same time, therefore you have a straight roll.
Okay, I got like a wait. Where's the thing? 19.
Okay. You hear a little rustling about an hour in, and probably quickly just double check to make sure you've got your swords. Maybe grab like one of the sticks nearby, and so you don't have to burn a torch. Take a little bit to get out there. You don't really see anything, and then you kind of wave your torch around, and you see there's some animal tracks in the snow. Probably just a rabbit. Feel pretty confident that whatever those magical creatures were that formed out of the snow itself are kind of gone. It also looks like when you start walking back to camp, the snow stops. Flurries have kind of subsided.
Okay.
And the wind has died down. No event. Who will take last watch?
Mesh.
But then how has Blackie been... How does Blackie operate? Can he just like be awake and Mesh is asleep? I don't even know how that works.
He's his own creature. He doesn't need to sleep.
Cal asks that to Mesh. He doesn't need to sleep? So
I'm asleep. I'm trancing. You can't talk to me.
You can shake him awake.
I thought he just woke up, or he didn't wake up. Well, who's going on? Whatever.
Well,
Fuck it.
no, you're choosing who goes on watch next. So if you wanna wake
I
him
get
up,
to
you can.
choose. I don't get to choose. Okay, Blackie, who do you think I should choose? Blackie
He
just
just blinks
Rob you.
one eye and then the other eye, and kind of looks away from you with one eye and looks towards you with the other. Picks his nose with the tongue.
Eyes yeah. So yeah. Oh, you're a lot of help. Okay, I'm gonna go and
Just turns around.
I'm gonna go and wake up Vanvalor. I don't believe he did a watch, did he?
Nope.
Vanvalor. Is that whispering? Vanvalor.
Hello.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're whispering.
Vanvalor, it's your turn to take the watch now. Blackie's gonna help you out, okay?
Guys, I'm not. What are we talking about? Sorry.
Why are you waking up?
You're right. I'm going back to bed. Bye.
Okay, so I think everything's okay. I don't think those monsters have come back, so it's cool. But keep the fire going, and
Oh, for sure.
and I left a torch for you as well.
Okay, I can see in the dark, but thank you.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I know. I heard what you did there.
I can see in the dark, bitch. Go to bed. All right,
I don't
Van,
have
you know
your
the drill.
limitations.
You get advantage on your check, so go for it.
Perception.
Yes, sir. Oh, we lost him.
Hello.
Oh, he's back.
No, you lost him. Oh, I'm back.
He back.
It's
He back.
perception.
He back though. Yeah, you get advantage.
Should we do perception? Oh, fuck yeah. No, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
One thing at a time.
Okay.
Gonna cavalcade of emotions
I did
right
it.
now.
I rolled. 16.
Ooh, not good. Okay.
Good.
That's pretty fine.
Not bad.
We demand you acknowledge that it's good.
Above a 10.
Good thing. I rolled a 1 below your number. All right.
Oh, good.
Well, we're about to
Wait.
find out if it's good.
Oh, come on. I just want one night's rest.
Almost
Sleep.
immediately when you start hearing Cal start resuming snoring and hearing some rustling in the trees, stars just illuminate the sky, just beautiful. And then, like creeping fingers, the aurora begins. You hear like the exhaling of a final breath. And then wings.
God damn it.
They don't seem to be getting louder. In fact, you just see quickly the chameleon's both eyes and turns like a pointer dog towards one of the clearings, and for a brief moment you see this silhouette of something flying. The wings,
Like low?
no, it's way out there. It's this very small bird type figure silhouette just goes through the sky, and you can see as it's moving, it's almost like you just see the aurora trailing it and just ripple. It's almost like it's ripping a hole in the sky, and the hole becomes larger and larger into this huge aurora borealis. It just dances in the sun and the starlight across the skyscape. And as quickly as it begins, you lose sight of it. It goes past by the trees, and you're left with this dazzling display, starlight and the aurora.
What did he say?
Interesting.
Was it a bird? Not a real bird, no.
The dragon?
Could have been it could have been a plane.
No, it's the
Silhouette.
bird from before.
Of
Or
a bird.
Superman?
It was
Doing
a
the same thing.
super bird.
Well,
For
he didn't
bird
roll
plane.
high enough, so
There you
But
go.
he heard it, but he didn't see it, right?
That's it's the same bird from before.
you all can mark a long rest.
Oh, that's right. There was a bird thing that went over before the big. Huge...
Ugh.
Did the exact same thing.
Oh, I thought it might have been the dragon again. Like,
I
leave
thought
us
so too
alone.
at first.
So please mark a long
thought
rest.
There's another flying thing.
Yay!
Long resto.
Good morning, everyone. I had the worst dream, and then I woke up and it was real. It's not
What is it?
last night.
Why?
I don't want to.
What did you dream about?
I didn't dream.
That
I
was
lived
it?
it. I don't know. Stop it. We're gonna move on.
Good idea.
Okay.
Putting
Are you
my-
talking about
armor
those
back on.
monsters or something? I don't know what's going on right now.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
I think you just need some breakfast, and you'll be alright.
Yes, and a
What
big.
do we even have for breakfast?
Can
did
can
we-
get a big cup of leave, please? Because I really want to
A big cup of what?
leave. I
What's
want to
leave?
I
Oh,
don't
you want
like
to
this
leave?
place.
No. Okay, we're gonna
Nice
leave, but we're
tall
gonna
glass
eat.
of get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Do we
Oh, hell no!
did we catch animals last night? We did, right? We caught some
You guys
animals.
ate dinner, yeah.
For dinner.
Do we have leftover rabbit meat?
Wabbit meat.
We ate it all. Oh dang! Did we keep the skins? We didn't throw them out, did we? Devii,
Don't eat the skins.
What?
I thought of anyone. I thought there was a. Yeah, you wanted to keep. Someone here wanted to keep the skins or something. Never mind. Maybe I
The skins.
missed that. I thought someone wanted to make some rabbit skin gloves. Never mind.
Was that you?
Maybe it was me. It probably was me. I don't know.
I don't want to. I mean, I already got.
Well, next
gloves,
time,
so I'm good.
we catch some rabbits, can we please keep the skins so I can make some rabbit skin gloves? All right.
I have to
That's
talk
how much
to
the
the
art
guy
was.
that catches them. You know
Tortera.
how to scan?
But you just leave them to kind of like bake out in the sun, right?
You're supposed to pee on them or something.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Pee on them?
Yeah.
Now, I know I'm into some weird shit, but I have never done that.
No, it breaks
It's
it
the
down.
curing process.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need
That's how it
like what is in pee again? Is it alkaline or I can't remember what it is. What is it?
Uric acid.
Oh, the uric acid.
They-
Dang, is that how you do it? Okay, all right.
Well, that's how they did it long
Just-
time ago.
Just understand that
Okay.
urine isn't inherently disgusting, or there's nothing wrong with it.
It's someone else's.
Well,
Yeah, but
I
it
mean, in the
kinda
sense of when
smells.
it's
It
left
doesn't-
out, then
It doesn't smell good.
let's just go. We can talk about this somewhere else. Yes.
Yeah. Devii, I do you have any needles? Right. Do you have any needles that have an eye in them? And then maybe I can do some sewing. I'm thinking about making
I
those
don't
gloves.
know.
And I want to make some booties that can go over my hooves as well.
I don't, but maybe next time we go into the city, you can get one.
Okay, yeah. And Cal makes a note of it, I suppose. How does he make a note of it? I don't know. He makes a mental note.
He writes it on his forehead.
Well, I'm just thinking they don't have pens like we have, do they? It'd be like a pen and
Well, I
ink.
have a piece of paper, so you could totally like steal it from.
Unless we have charcoal or some pencils. I don't know.
I'm sure if you want it badly enough, you'll remember.
Hey Torterra, can you give me an animal handling check?
Oh, we're gonna get the rabbits!
That'd be a 10.
Not if a 10 we're not. Oh my god.
As you and kind of maybe Goldy or Dallan are kind of getting ready, the dog sleds. Dogs are kind of just acting weird. Can't quite put your finger on it.
I'm going to outright ask one. Hey, well, I'm going to enchantment. Hey, Guardian, what's going on? Sorry. Sorry.
Wish all of my spells worked like that. Just like dog speak.
I get it. When I cast spells, it goes boing, yang, 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 yang.
I thought mine was just like an air horn, like.
A bard, but they only play the air horn.
That would be great. Inspiration.
The triangle.
Yeah. All right.
And so I tell people about the bird across the sky, and I think that the aurora is coming from the bird or whoever's writing it, because that's what it's looked like the last couple times. The aurora starts with them, and I've seen it.
Wow.
I don't know what that means or what it's doing,
either,
but it has
it's
to serve some kind of purpose.
Did you feel any which way about this bird?
Far
Did
away.
it make you happy?
Well, I meant the opposite.
Well, you see
like,
the
did
shapes in the bird ink. You know, that's how we tell what my subconscious is thinking.
So Goldie, when you mentioned this to Guardian's a little confused. He kind of just says something. Do you not feel it?
It's fucking everywhere, man. Get used to it.
It's this not quite smell, but my nose, it feels strange.
That's spookily dooply.
Can I use beast sense
in a strange way? Yeah, you can. Does it use a spell slot, or is it a ritual, or what?
It's a ritual.
Okay, so
Like,
this
it
whole
doesn't take
endeavor
this-
costs you about 20 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
And it allows me to see, to hear, and to feel. Basically, all of the senses of whatever I touch.
So essentially, what's happening here is, well, you can only actually. You know what? Give me an insight check with advantage. We'll see if you can get this. 'Cause this is esoteric.
Advantage. Roll. Oh, buggy you! It's 8. I got 1 and a 2.
Oh, yeah.
So you actually feel exactly what he's feeling, but you can't make heads or tails of what it means. So you know what he's feeling. He's feeling exactly what is as described. His nose is like smelling something, but it's not smell. It's like a tickle in the back of your throat or an unease that you can feel in your bones. It's just this very odd sensation as a human, feeling essentially what a animal would feel as their sixth sense when something is wrong and they go to comfort a human, or they are reacting to a natural disaster before it happens, and it's just uncanny. It's kind of like something like that, where it's just this very strange unease that an animal can feel that we can't. It's just very odd, and it seems the Guardian is just not only an extension, but that all of the dogs are simultaneously feeling this.
I don't know what's wrong, but there is something. There's something in the air. There's something surrounding us. I can't quite. I don't quite understand it, but something is wrong.
Do you think it's those monsters again, or something
No.
else?
No. Whatever it is, it's. It's now. It's like it's always been.
No.
Should we continue towards the crash site? And Goldy, if it gets worse, have the dogs alert us.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. We should get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, I should point out that the senses last for up to an hour.
Understood.
But I have to touch Guardian.
Yep.
Just so everyone knows.
Basically, he takes over similar to the mesh thing where he like has to wait and like experience something through a medium. So he's gonna touch the Guardian, and then he can experience Guardian's senses while he stays there, almost in a stasis.
So will you
20
stay
minutes.
close to Guardian?
Sorry.
So will you stay close to Guardian for the next hour then?
Yes, but we should also make a move on it. It's a case of maybe when it's closing the hour mark, I should just touch Guardian again just to see how he feels, if he senses anything surrounding us. Mind
Yeah,
you,
you
I
could
don't.
you could hook him onto the back of the put him at the back of the dogs, and then you could.
Guardian is the leader. He must always. rise in
Well,
front.
on this occasion, I just went for ease of access. I don't know. Would it not work to put him at the back?
No, mind you, I don't have to touch Guardian. I could touch any of the dogs to see how they feel.
Okay.
They're a pack, so I can touch any one of them. But regardless, I can try to touch one of them.
In the 20 minutes that was spent, I'll probably look at one or two of the bodies of the creatures. We'll see what kind of leftovers there are.
There's nothing there.
Nothing at all? No chemical substance? Nope.
Just what you can see is melted areas of the snow as if they were never there.
They're just juice.
All right.
Oh, magic.
So you guys
Everyone, we
take
should
off?
leave.
Yeah.
We should leave right now.
A little bit of
Those
uneasiness in
creatures
your
were
hearts
enough.
and some other things packed up. Tents all strapped in. Some of you driving and some of you not driving. Even Velen seems a bit unease. You guys head off into the south, through the forest towards the mountains, and that's where we're going to go to break.
Yay! Break time! Another snack. What does this one say? Oops, I dropped one.
Oh man, snack
Be right back.
time.
Oh, this one's also says happy. A different one.
And I was power walking for 15 minutes to and
Cari?
from boots.
Oh, perfect!
Cari, did you do a Frozen reference earlier?
I can't see what that says.
That work? It says let's have a break. We're on
Let's
our
have a
break.
break.
Oh great.
Is that a Kit Kat? Is that a
Cat.
Japanese Kit Kat?
Oh, I don't like Kit Kats.
Japanese Kit Kats is that small?
It's called Bake,
Bake.
A-K-E, and it's like, it imitates like a brownie, but it's like hard on the inside, and it's soft on the hard on the outside, soft. Sorry, hard a little bit like a cookie texture on the outside with like a little
like
bit of
a
a softness
cookie?
on the inside, but it's trying to imitate a brownie. They're good. If you can get a hold of them, or if I visit you guys, I'll let you try some.
So Cari, have you never tried like those like green tea Kit Kats that they have over there?
Well, no, because A, I don't like green tea, and B, I don't like Kit
You don't
Kats.
like green tea?
I don't like green tea.
Really? I love green tea. Oh no.
I know. I mean, I know it's good for you, but I mean, jasmine. I guess
it's really good
jasmine is
for
a
you.
green tea base, but I do
Jasmine
like jasmine.
is it has some flowers, petals in it or
Jasmine
something.
flowers, yeah.
With like regular green tea, so it's like it's more it's more fragrant.
Yeah. I'll
love
drink
jasmine
it with
tea.
that, but I don't drink just normal green. Most of the tea I drink is black or rooibos.
You don't like green tea? Green tea is yummy. But mind you, I haven't actually had it for a long time. But I used to drink it all the time. I don't know why. I just haven't been
So does
drinking
Jasmine.
it as much.
Now
Yeah.
I have Earl Grey.
I had this. I know why I don't drink it because I used to buy this big. I could get this big box of jasmine tea like that. But that was like. Right, when I was going out, there's a shop across the road that sells them. But I was going out more back then, and then the pandemic happened, and I was like, fuck it, well, I ran out and I didn't replace it, so that's kind of what happened, really.
Buy it on Amazon if you can find the brand you like. I do all the time.
True, but I just kind of forgot about it. It wasn't an important thing, so it's just it doesn't even occur to me to look for it. But I did like that tea, the jasmine tea, yeah.
Jasmine tea, so good. What kind of drinks do you guys like? I also like coffee. I'm a big coffee fan.
Monster, please sponsor us, Monster Energy.
I've
Please
only ever taken sips of Monster.
Monster Energy Ultra. Why does it come up backwards? Can you see it backwards on the stream, or is it like the right
Oh,
way?
it's not backwards for me.
It's not backwards for you?
It's only backwards for the person.
Oh, okay. So on the stream, it's the right way round?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's always like that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Monster,
I talked with
please sponsor us.
Matt from PV Poke and Napoleon Dynamite, Kakuna Matata, and he's been doing his own D&D thing since I did that little adventure with him and Fraggenwagon a little while back, and he's been doing it with him and Alpha Phoebe and Fraggenwagon and Arrow, and I guess a personal friend of Alpha Phoebe's. And I loved something they did with their overlay, which is similar to what we do here, and he's gonna probably do something for us, and I'll show you guys the sketches that I made. So I am looking for something like this, where you guys are going to have your portrait inside of like a snowflake, and then either some kind of ice shard or like an aurora sticking out of it at the top here. It's kind of the little sketch I sent him. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put I can either do it the way they did it, where I put your player name here and then the character name followed by the class and then the level and the race, or I can do it where it's just your character name, like Vanvalor, and then underneath it says half elf or whatever. High, I think you're half elf, right? Half elf.
Half elf.
Yeah,
half high elf.
Yeah, it'll just say like
specific
half elf bard 6
middle elf.
or half elf bard 7, and then for Devii it'll be like Devii. What is it? You're a shadow elf with
Shatterkai.
Yeah, Shatterkai elf, or it'll say Shatterkai,
Shatterkai,
and then it'll be like
high elf
Bard
mix,
3, Cleric 4, or something like that. Whatever it is. Bard 3, Cleric 3, or Bard 2, Cleric 5. I don't remember what it is. And then I sent him another one for the Eberron group, but that's the plan. Is instead of it being names, it'll have a plate with your little character icon, and it'll be cool. But I haven't quite figured out if I want it to be like one element, where it's like the whole screen, or like it's two elements where it's like two swatches, and then I can just like do it there.
Do that.
But yeah,
Maybe leaning towards.
Oh yeah, I can turn my thumb all the way around.
I kind of want the like information.
I really want thumbs, so I put it under the knuckle.
No, yeah.
I want the character names to be on them. So I might ask for like the PSD file and then like put the names on each one and make my own separate elements.
Yeah.
And then
Ooh, that's a
underneath
nice
of it,
crack
I can make like one top swatch and one bottom swatch, where I just make my own element. And then I can set the dimensions to be left to right, so I don't have to change anything.
They just pop forever.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
And then after that, I can because I'll just go to the stream, which is the 1080p image.
Yep.
And just screenshot it, and then like import that screenshot into Photoshop and just line everything up the way I want it to be.
Yeah.
And then once that's set up, I can put your portraits in there. I can do everything. And then I can set up your character names. And then in OBS, I'll just have all of the files where it's normally your text. It'll just be these small little scripts. I'm just worried if we do an Aurora that I'll have to switch everything over from white text to black text, and it might not show up as well. So we'll probably have to be a little finicky with it because his is like a dark blue. I mean, it'll depend.
Trial and error. Oh.
Yeah, we might have to trial and error it, but
yeah.
If Matt messages me tomorrow or the day after, I'll just say, hey, can you do some text checks to make sure it's readable? And then if he does that on his end, then when he sends it over to me, it'll be good to go.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much he wants for it, and he probably wants to do it as a nice gesture to kind of pay me back for doing something. I don't know what he wants to do because he's an artist, sort of. Like, he does his own sketches and paintings and stuff as he likes. So, is everyone back and ready to go besides Cal? Cal's muted.
Speaking of teas,
artist.
my favorite tea is a double bergamot Earl Grey with Italian sweet cream creamer. It is so good.
That sounds good. I never really had a double bergamot.
I gotta have it. I do with my teas. I always do the double. Then I do my double spice chai, my double bergamot, my.
Is that just 2 bags?
Nope. It comes like that.
Bergamot's a flavoring for Earl.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Bergamot's a citrus.
Okay.
Basically, Earl Grey is just black tea and bergamot, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, so
I don't know. I'm new to the tea game.
I know that Cari doesn't like a lot of citrusy tasting things in general. So
Earl Grey doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't taste
That's
citrusy?
interesting, yeah.
Lady Grey is
interesting.
Lady Grey's like a light Earl Grey.
Lady Light.
It's like a lighter
Lady Grey's
Earl
not
Grey.
bad. I don't mind Lady Grey, and I like Darjeeling tea too.
Mmm.
Give me the specs worth, please.
But of
I love
course,
a good
Earl Grey's
spicy
best out of those.
tea.
Yeah, chai tea is good.
There's
Chai tea
been,
is really
I
nice.
think, only
Chai.
2 or 3 kinds of tea that I'll drink, and all 3 of them have some form of artificial flavoring in them because I can't have it
Oh.
straight.
Rhubarb
Do you
is
like
nice.
coffee, Rob?
I love coffee.
I love.
Cafe au lait is my bread and butter daily.
Oh, really?
Cafe
Because
au lait every day.
don't like coffee.
So,
If I liked coffee, I wouldn't drink Monster.
See,
Yeah.
Rob actually makes a shit ton of money. He just spends $10,000 a month on coffee. That's the secret.
Wow.
$1,000.
yeah,
What-
I
what
really
is
like
chocolate?
lemon tea with a little bit of sugar in it. That's my favorite thing to drink.
It's like a brand that you can buy here.
Yeah,
It's
there's
like no
a
sugar.
brand of lemon tea here that I just love. It's so good.
Keating is actually the Keating is a good
K-I-R-I-N.
It's actually the word for giraffe, so I don't know
Yeah,
why that's
Keating.
the brand name.
It's
But-
also like
There's a-
the icon is
there's a
like a
bear
portrait of
Keating as well.
Like a British lady with a hat.
It almost looks like a Renaissance painting.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's back. Let's get you some music. And I believe, Torterra, you're heading the pack, eh?
Okay.
You're the navigator.
Here we go.
Why?
South.
You sound like Mario right now.
Is
Why
this the
not?
one I wanted?
That's when he dies. I guess does he die? I don't know.
Suffered is what he sounded like.
All right. Torterra, give me a I'm gonna drive.
I'm gonna drive.
But that's my role.
Yip yip.
So I'm guessing you're navigating. Are you navigating towards using the river, Torterra? Or are you gonna navigate in this more
Isn't
open
there a
area?
road? Oh, hang on. Are we where the X is? Right? No, that's where the ship
You're where
is.
Devii is.
For the O's.
So it'll
Oh, yeah,
be
that's easy.
almost the same amount of
Zoomed out.
distance. It's like an extra mile to go by the river, but your navigation skills would be put at ease by following the river, and you'll be in the forested areas. So it'll be out in the open, between two little small forests is a more direct route, or you can try to follow the river, and it just depends on what your goals are here.
Do I know I have to get exactly to that X, or do I just know I'm going in a general
You are
direction?
going to the chevron here.
Okay.
Can you see my arrow there?
Yeah.
Okay. This X is actually where the collapse was reported from the repeat locations of avalanches for people that came in, because there's two mountains here.
Yeah, okay. Following the river seems like the way to go.
Okay, so with the dog sleds, normally it would be double time. So I'll just say you guys do something like this where it's about 6.5 miles, and then to go the last bit will be another 2 or 1.5 miles.
Is that river running or is it frozen?
It is all frozen. So this would normally take about 4 hours. At about the 3-hour mark, you get here. Right at the cusp. And when you think you're about to yell over that you guys will take another hour, and this is the 3rd time you've rotated dogs in your journey from front to back for different lead dogs just to make sure they don't get exhausted, the hill gets to be a bit more steep and a little bit more treacherous. And as you hook up the dogs and say mush, they don't go.
It's just too steep for them. Okay, so we'll have to. Yeah, what do you think, Goldy?
What's going on? Can you communicate with the dogs?
I can touch them, see how they feel. Wait, well, did you not say that we traveled 3 hours?
Yeah, you guys have traveled 3 hours. You have about an hour left to get up there, but it'll probably take an hour with dogs under good conditions. Right now it's vertical, so it'll take the dogs a little bit longer, but it'll probably take you guys about the same amount by foot, probably about an hour and a half. You have to add another half an hour to your trip to get up there.
You should know I gotta do the incantation again. So
yeah, you guys got 10 minutes while he's doing that.
That's okay. You can stretch.
What say you, dog?
Is this a hill or?
Not here.
It came back too fast.
We can do whatever we want. Guys, let's kill Mesh. Let's kill him before he gets.
Yes. Wow. That we can do anything we want. That's the first thing we wasn't dead.
I know, right?
The status quo must be met.
He has to almost die at least one time. We haven't gotten there. It's time to get him.
I think we're okay now.
Are you good? You haven't lost anything?
We're fine.
So Discord crashed, so we're good.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh, it crashed? Well, how come Cari was still there?
It's usually just
Sometimes
me.
Cari's crashes and sometimes mine crashes,
Okay.
and Discord went down for like 8 hours the other day, like 2 days ago,
Oh,
2 or 3 days ago.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Okay.
Discord can personally.
going Discord.
Sorry,
Okay.
I don't think I missed much, but
So I'll just.
Yeah,
Plotting to murder
They were
Mesh,
just
that's all.
plotting to kill me, that's all.
okay, cool. He's dead. Great. New character next week. So what's happening?
I'm sensing Gargardni how he feels.
Right. Okay.
Just
Just another doppelganger that looks like Mesh.
While he's casting, Rob, is this a
Hello.
hill or like a steep cliff? What am I looking at?
Kind of it's probably a little bit of both. It's almost like the mountains almost rise and make this kind of natural bowl shape, but it's very jagged as it does this transition out, and then it just keeps going off into the distance. You can kind of feel the air is a little thinner here. You guys have been steadily going up an incline through the forest, but it was less noticeable because you were following a river that's a very naturally cut path over the course of time. So it was a little easier pathway, even though it took more time. Your guess is that because Torterra is an excellent kind of guide, that if you were to take the open pathway, it probably would have taken about the same amount of time if it was jagged like this with the dog sleds. So this is definitely the best path. despite taking a time hit. Guardian,
could you take a look above?
just a sec. When you do the thing with Guardian, Goldy, are you doing the senses or are you doing the speak with the animals?
The senses. I'm just feeling how he feels.
Okay. All right. Mash, what was your question again?
Valen, could you take a look above? What's above the cliffs?
I sure can, but I'm not quite sure if Scout here is going to be able to handle it. This air is very thin for him, and well, there's a reason that a lot of the birds of flight don't hang out over here. I'll give it a go. Go on then. She gives like a very loud whistle, just like this, just super high pitched sound.
You want me to do it, or I can do it?
No, don't do it. And send Scout out. So it'll be a while for Scout to come back, but it's out. Goldy.
Like what I picture happening is Breker and Breker and Torterra are standing next to each other, both fine, standing in silence, and Vanvalor walks up and they're just there, brooding mildly. And Vanvalor's just like, crazy weather we're having, isn't it? It's pretty
big water cooler chat.
Pretty weird.
I'd be like, yep. Just take a drink from like the water skin.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's like one of those things where it's like,
no one can hear you slurping but me, Cari, so it's only irritating me. Goldy.
Yes.
When you feel what Guardian is feeling, it is like the... Give me another insight check. This is gonna be a weird one. Yeah.
Okay. Can I help by talking to Bear as well?
Can I give him Bardic Inspiration?
I will give him advantage on this anyways, because he's using a spell to experience this.
Advantage. Okay then.
But Vanvalor, you can give him inspiration, yeah.
It's no good 18. There, brother.
Okay, so what is your Bardic Inspiration? D8? Okay. So if you would like to use the D8 in the next 10 minutes, you can use it on this check or a future check in the next 10 minutes.
Nothing else can happen in the next 10 minutes, so I'll use it here.
Okay. Well, D8.
I assume 8.
Okay, so the total is?
Oh God.
It is 26.
Okay.
Quick math.
Boo razzle.
Favorite number as well.
God damn it! I always choose the wrong track for these.
I get scared sometimes by what you play.
Find. These are all really loud too. All right, this is the one I wanted. This is an experience unlike anything you've ever felt. It's almost like you can hear deafening television static without hearing anything. You feel it.
Just me?
This is Goldy through Guardian.
Sorry.
Yeah. You also start picking up this clicking noise that seems like it's an infinitude away. Like a loud clock being wound. Click, 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 mixed with a static sound that's not heard but felt. Just sounds real. It's like trying to describe sound to someone who's deaf. Trying to describe color to someone who is blind. It is mind-bending. It's almost like a psychedelic episode. And the only through path of all of your senses firing is that something is up there and this dog is not going to go meet it.
I'm just looking at trans.
What'd you sense?
Kind of taste iron a little bit in your mouth, but there's no blood.
something very powerful is up there. I don't want to meet it. I mean, Guardian, we shouldn't go up there unless we absolutely have to.
You want to leave the dogs down here?
I don't think we could force them to if we tried. We should probably keep them somewhere just on the side where they're out of sight if we can, and proceed on foot.
Can we, how long does your spell that makes us really quiet last, Torterra?
Let me check.
We can do that as we're going.
Battlefield guidebook.
Thing that lets us pass without a trace. The wind blows it the wrong direction.
Shit, wrong page. Here it is, 394.
Oh, here we go. Up to 1 hour.
There you go.
Maybe we can use it. Should we start now? Or should we...
We could use it half once we're closer, because
It's fine.
it's approximately 1.5 hours, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
Torterra knows this kind of inherently. He's like, if it's gonna be up at where I think it is, that's about how long it'll take to hoof it with our
I'll let
snowshoes.
you-
So we'll start casting it a little later.
let you
40-ish
be in
minutes, I
charge of
guess.
that. But not my snow.
Guys, there's one thing I will say. I'm familiar with this. I understand what I feel. Whatever Guardian is feeling, it's like a barrier. Like
Torterra,
something
your bag
doesn't want
kind
us
of
to see.
rattles a little bit.
Like a barrier to keep things out, or keep things...
Keep everyone else away.
Sorry, I don't know if this was missed, but Torterra's backpack rattles a little bit.
It's backpack rattles? What's in there? It's Turtok inside a backpack?
Oh.
Isn't it the orb?
It's the crystal.
Yeah.
Where's
Say crystal?
Turtok?
So I take my backpack off and check inside it to see what that is.
When you open the bag, it's like blinding. That thing is bright as hell.
Ah, my eyes.
Yeah, so
Take that out at nighttime.
I go. And then kind of reach in.
Where-
Well, wouldn't all of it? Aren't we all standing there?
It's like a
And
heartbeat.
my eyes are adjusting to it.
Wow.
Torterra, are you
Now
still
I'm holding it in
attuned to
my
that thing?
I guess so. I thought, okay, I'm actually gonna go out of the game for this, but I thought that when I was cured of that curse, that also
It allows him to attune to it safely now.
okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Just above board, you know that. Whether or not you want to attune to it or not, it doesn't change this result.
So I have to reattune to it.
You would have had to, but I assumed that you still had it because you had it marked on your sheet that you were attuned to it. So
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
either
Can you
way,
try
the
to
only
send a message?
go ahead.
That allows you to communicate telepathically, right?
It does.
If that thing's going wild, maybe try to send a message up to the top of the mountain.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm
Yeah,
with you,
same.
Goldie. Do
Sounds
we
like a
want to
fantastic
let...
idea.
Yeah, a fantastic idea. I mean, here's the one
Fantastic.
thing. We can either find out what's going on and give info, or we can try to not alert them of our presence.
So we're
I'm sorry.
like scouting? Is that
I'm
what you
sorry,
mean?
but
I can
We
stay
have-
here and watch the
We
dogs
have
if
bad
you
luck with our scouting efforts.
if you would like. I
Yeah,
could
just
wait for a
please,
scout to come
Pepper.
back, and then I can stay with the dogs and let you guys go further if you want to make sure the dogs are safe.
I thought the bird wouldn't go up because of the...
Well, against my better judgment, I sent it out there for your sake, but you know, it's fine. It's replaceable.
Can
Oh,
I
well.
get a...
In that case, yeah.
Sorry.
It'll just take a while. I mean, Torterra said we're about an hour and a half. The things can't just fly instantly.
I mean, I
Take some
feel
time.
pretty safe with him casting that pass without a trace to once we get closer. If you feel like you want to stay and watch, that would also be helpful.
Should we
Well, I don't know how we're going to keep the dogs here
the dogs.
safely. Otherwise, someone's going to need to be left behind.
Yeah.
Might as well be me. I don't have as
You
much
also have
firepower
to
as the rest of you.
You'll also be able to look after her body.
Dogs.
And she points to.
Oh, that too.
Well, yes, of
That
course.
Let's at least find a place for the dogs at this point.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. You don't have to worry about that. If you need to get up there soon, just wait for Scout. I'll take care of everything.
Do you have a way to communicate with us if something happens? That we need to like come help
I
you.
can leave Scout with you. I mean, you can just send him out.
No, what I'm thinking is what happens if, like, worse comes to worse, someone comes after the professor or while we're gone and attacks.
Well, then...
Is there a way for you to communicate with us?
I can leave Bear with
How
her
about
as well. I have a mile of communication with Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you could leave Bear somewhere within a mile of you. Communicate everything you need to communicate and then send him on his way. And then I can keep Scout with me, and if something comes up my way, I'll send Scout to Bear. And then... I don't know. Trade information.
Just be aware of the fact that you might need to.
I can just make sure that Scout has something to attach itself to its leg. I'd like put a note on it or something. But chances are, if things are bad, I won't have much time to write anything. I'll just have to send Scout in the first place.
Maybe you can like.
How about this?
put it in one of your kobold's pockets. And
No, the kobolds are going to be infinitely useless. But yes.
If things are bad, have Scout disappear so we know we have to hurry back. And
That's a
we
good
keep
plan.
Scout.
I can leave Scout with you
Oh,
and
that's
then just
brilliant.
bamf him back if something's problematic. Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Good idea.
Okay,
that's
good
a great
plan.
idea.
Oh, there he is.
Easy.
Kind of like brings Scout and kind of holds out her falconer arm that she uses to let Scout land on her arm safely. And then she puts a hand on the sled to kind of balance herself and says, now come over here. What was her name? Ed? Number 2? Whatever. Just balance me. And talks to the kobold still
Doesn't
kind of
have
steadier.
names.
They
They
do,
do
but
have
she doesn't
names.
use them. And
Aw.
so she balances herself, and then you see her eyes close, and she goes into another world to kind of essentially figure out what to communicate with Scout. And then after about 5 minutes, she's like, right. Well, it does look like the snow picks up a bit higher. There's some dark shape up ahead. And just, it's very difficult to understand what Scout was trying to send to me. It's almost like there's nothing really there besides this blot on the ground. It was too afraid to get close. But there's definitely something there that was not snow. So we're in the right place. There didn't seem to be any movement, according to Scout, at least what he could see. Actually, let me just roll for this for Scout. Yeah. Sorry, guys. No. But that's about all we got. Scout said that it can't really communicate images and stuff. It's more of like in general what it can feel and communicate kind of through empathy, as you will. But I will leave it with you, and whose shoulder is best suited? Probably the navigator. Here you go. And she like snaps her fingers twice and puts it on Torterra's shoulder. There you go. If you get jealous, you can just tell Scout to go somewhere else. He will be obedient to a certain extent. If he's put in danger, he can be killed like the rest of you, but he'll come back. Just cost me a bit of coin. I'm sure Mess is familiar. No pun intended.
Don't worry, I got extras.
Great.
So to clarify, there's a big black blot of something up there.
Yes, there is some shape that was seen, and Scout did not get a great look at it because of the snow accumulation up ahead.
And so
as you guys can see, it starts snowing pretty heavy towards the top of the mountain area where you guys are about to head, but it's much lighter where you guys are at now.
Scout was too scared to go up there, and Scout can come back to life if it's killed.
Scout does what it's told.
You told it to go up there!
Torterra, lead the way if you still want to do this.
I do. Come too far to chuck a sickie now.
Not too far for me to chuck a stick here. I don't feel too good right now, actually.
Is Bear able to come with us, or should I leave him behind?
You can bring him with you.
It's been a little while.
So we're
Like
that
taking an
close?
Animal.
We're literally right there.
About an hour and a half by foot.
Hour and a half by foot, and we have to leave the... Oh, Goldy, are we leaving the dogs here?
Yes, they don't want to come, like, at all, and I don't want to force them. I know exactly how they feel.
Is there a safe place for us to put them?
Dallan's watching them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vedin, you're gonna stay here. Okay.
That's right. You got it. Just gives you the thumbs up.
Okay, great. I guess we can go. Lead the way, Torterra.
Do you guys want to risk me using all 3 of my trick?
No, because we're gonna end up with 3 muskrats again.
If you don't want
I'm just saying we could have something we can ride on that won't be scared.
That being said,
They might still be scared.
They might still. Can they get scared?
I mean,
try
they can, but if I tell them not to be scared, they won't be scared.
1 point. Once we get close, there is going to be no arguing. Got it?
Yeah.
Yes,
well,
Captain.
some Goldy understands that.
Aye, Captain.
I'll argue all you want.
Cal's muttering under his breath for some reason.
You guys are also starting to remember about the daylight. After you guys have traveled in the morning time and had a late start, the daylight begins to kind of fade a bit. And so you're back to kind of just twilight, essentially. Very dim looking area. The ominous clouds kind of dotted through with snow and stars, and you start making your way up the next hour, just trudging silently. And you get to the point where Torterra feels like you're about maybe 10 to 20 minutes out. Start seeing, trudging deeper into the mountain valley, a eerie greenish purple glow that you're familiar with, which is normally the aurora. But in this case, it looks more like underwater, like bioluminescence type colors. They don't really mix and overlap like a beautiful aurora would. They're more of like these like breathing glows, and you kind of see them just hovering over some trees in the distance, and Torterra knows you're close enough to start taking care of your steps with this spell if you so choose.
Yeah.
So please mark off the spell, and I would like everyone to roll a stealth check with plus 10. If you're wearing heavy armor, that is with disadvantage.
19.
Stealth check plus 10.
Stealth check plus 10.
I am re-rolling that. I'm using my inspiration.
Plus 10. So you ignore whatever you had there, and then you put your own. You put a 10 on it. Is that what you're saying?
You roll a dice and you add 10.
You add it on top.
So if if one happens to get a 1, then that's an 11.
That's right.
I rolled a 2, and then I used my inspiration, and I got a 3.
Can I use my inspiration? I have inspiration. Can I use it? No. Yes. Yes.
It's an ability check. It's a D20 roll. You can use your inspiration, but please mark it off.
It's a D20.
Yep. Just re-roll your stealth check. Just do it again. guys, these are pretty bad. Okay, that's a crit.
What's a crit?
You were never seen again.
28.
28 for Mesh. Okay.
These are bad rolls.
Oof.
13.
I got a 15 and I'm debating whether to use my inspiration.
So Vanvalor, you got a 25. Cal got a 25. Plus 10 is a 35.
We're doing
Breker
a group check.
got.
It might help.
Breker, did you roll disadvantage?
I'm gonna be
I
light.
did. I lost it though. I think it was an 11. Ended up around a 21.
Not bad, actually. The plus 10's doing you guys some major favors, because I think Goldy gets up to a 19 on that 9. Devi's the only one that got really low.
Yeah.
Do you not have inspiration?
She used it.
I used it. I rolled a 2 and
you
then I
used
rolled a 3.
Oh,
Mine was 3 as well.
Oh no.
Do you want mine?
I'm so dumb. I didn't add my stealth bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, dummy.
Excuse me. It is not a 13. It is a. Okay, I rolled a 5, 6, 7, 8, 18.
Okay.
That's better.
That's better, yeah.
Sorry.
So Torterra, are you going to use your inspiration here, or are you going to save it? Because I haven't said the result yet,
Based
so
on
you
your
still have
reaction
time.
to Devi's recalculation, I am going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Oh.
Is
29.
Nice. Nice.
Wait, so am I the lowest again with 21? God damn it.
No, I have an 18.
No,
I'm the
Devi's
lowest.
the lowest. Yeah.
Yeah, she's 19, yeah. Oh.
Goldie got a
Now can
19 as
I-
well. So, yeah.
Now can I know whether 15 would have been enough?
Yeah, the 15 would have been enough, I think.
Ah.
But, it's less about certain things and more about other things that you guys aren't aware of. So you never really know.
All the cameras
Thank
are
you for all that information.
All the
you
cameras
just
are
gave us
frozen
with that
because I minimized
Yeah.
the window like a donkey. Da, 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 da. There you go. Okay.
Yay.
All right. Let's see.
Did I ask for this? No.
I rolled an 8 and a 4 on my advantage. 28.
As Rotera casts a spell, the trudging stops. The shadows gather, and your tracks disappear. As you slink through the forest's side and start huddling towards the valley's edges to stealth. For terror, your mind hears that static familiar again.
On the way down. Emergency protocols enabled. Crew safe. Vessel in peril. Psi crystal needed. Come at once. Protocol modified. Self-destruct will be imminent if life forms are in danger. Repeat.
And it continues. You end up shutting it out of your mind. And as you get deeper to the mountains, this eerie glow betrays a monstrous outline of something stupendous and ominous. It looks as if there is a massive cephalopod with
It's very specific.
slimy, ropey tentacles as thick as trees that have been trying and failing to bury into the snow, but their bulk just can't quite do it. And with your stealth scores, I would now like a group perception check from everyone to get this roll.
If I may ask,
we all have to roll?
Yep.
What is a cephalopod?
It's like a squid or an octopus.
Squid fish kind of thing. It's
They
more
look
fish,
like a
but
shell.
looks like a squid.
They look like a
Cuttlefish.
shell with tentacles coming out.
A cuttlefish or a nautilus.
Yeah, like a nautilus.
Is perception
So-
or investigation at all?
Japanese schoolgirl's worst
Perception.
nightmare. Got it.
Oh, what?
That's
That
a
keeps
dirty 20.
your mind. Wait, what did I get? This is... Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
Sorry, my phone crashed. I had to reopen it.
19. It was perception.
21.
Right?
It's not bad.
14.
17.
I got an 18.
Nice work.
Okay, name them off one more time for me, one at a time.
17.
21.
Okay.
20.
18, 20. Okay.
19.
14.
19.
14, 19. Got it. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Off in the distance, one of you can see something a little odd. There seems to be
I prefer even.
some movement near some of the tentacles mixed with the trees on the opposite side. It looks like a kind of snow-covered mound that seems to be slinking through. Kind of recklessly, I would say. There's like... It's hard to get a good look from where you guys are at here, but the kind of biology of what this thing kind of looks like is it just kind of looks like another small version of the tentacles, but you can see that the tentacles of the ship looking fish thingy, like whatever the fuck this thing is much smaller than the cephalopod's kind of appendages. But because you're able to see the cephalopod's appendages as being so large, that doesn't really diminish that this other thing that's moving around might be much bigger than it appears if you were to get closer. And it doesn't seem to move naturally. It's almost like it moves like oh, that doesn't exist in this world.
Well, you can at least describe it to us so we...
The best way I can explain this is it looks like a snow-covered wagon, but there's like multiple ones that are very, very small that are all interconnected, and it kind of just slides. There's no leg movement. There's no running. There's no head bobbing. It's just like this snaking almost. But like as a snake would normally have this side winding movement to kind of propel itself, it doesn't seem like it needs any sort of propellant. It's just kind of like skating through.
So a wagon-sized millipede kind of thing.
Yeah, that's probably a safe way of saying it. It's like kind of like insect-like.
One of those wooden snake things that you hold
Yeah,
on
that's a good way of saying it. Like the little wooden snakes that have like wheels under them. They kind of just like that. That's kind of the idea. Yeah.
Good teamwork.
Torterra.
Breker would just kind of like, I hate snakes.
You can see one that looks to be really, really large, just kind of snaking around. It looks like it's trying to be stealthy, but it's just kind of like plowing the snow out of its way.
I'm really confused right now.
Is that the ship you were riding on?
That
you
big,
recognize this?
That big squishy thing?
It is. How is it a ship?
Is it a ship?
No, Torterra, the only word that sticks out of your mind when they say ship is the word nautiloid.
Okay. Like, is that the name of the ship, or is that...
That is...
Like what type of ship it is?
What you heard this thing be called. you don't know if that is the name of the thing or what, but yeah.
Or the type of
I'm sorry, guys. The cameras keep freezing. Something's wrong here with my overlay. Let me just reduce this down a little bit. Maybe that'll do it. Okay.
How far away is this?
I'm gonna say you guys are a couple 100 feet away at this point.
100 feet.
You're basically like right before you have to commit to a clearing to get near there.
And we're able to judge the size. Like it's huge, right? This thing. And just to clarify, because I'm having a hard time picturing it. Is it like there's a great big cephalopod, and then there's like a smaller snaky thing snaking around?
Yes.
Is that what's going on?
That's exactly right, Jodie. That's exactly right.
What's the terrain like between here and there?
You can see like there is a massive indentation that has not just tore up the snow, but there's like some light snow that seems to be filling in this crater like skid mark that just goes all the way up the hill, and these tree trunk like tentacles have kind of flopped in and over large rocks and in these weird shapes. It looks like they've moved since being here, and they've been trying to bury into the ground to kind of like anchor the ship, or rather anchor this organic looking life form that is referred to as a ship. From this angle, you are looking at the back of basically a shell with a fin kind of sticking out of it, but you can see the tentacles are on the opposite side, what you would only anticipate to be the front of the mouth of this thing, or rather the opening of the front of the ship. If you were to think this is an organic creature, that would be the way of looking at it.
I'll be honest.
We're facing away from the face, sort of.
I'll be honest. I'm totally on board to help you out with where it came from, but I hate this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is freaking me out a bit.
Also, all of you know that without a shadow of a doubt, that thing that's slinking around in the area around the ship has no idea that you're there.
Do you guys want me to get closer and find out more?
I feel like we should take care of that first.
Yeah, I feel like that smaller thing might be like trying to protect the big one. Do you think?
Torterra, you said it was looking for a psi crystal?
It appears that way.
You happen to have one. Maybe we message it, at least approach safely and say we're delivering the psi crystal to it.
I don't actually know if I want to do that right now.
Okay.
Are you freaked out as well?
You know what this is, do you?
Torterra, are we killing everything we see in here?
Are we killing everything we're seeing?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're killing that ship? But why?
Breker would just kind of like crack his knuckles and like tighten the straps on his armor.
I don't. But it's not really doing anything. It's been here this whole time. What has it been doing?
So I'm gonna say, in general, the ship, from your best estimate, from the back of the shell towards where you can kind of see the tentacles starting at the other end, is anywhere between 100 and 200 feet long.
Oof.
And probably about 50 to 60 feet tall.
I
from
trust Torterra.
the tallest part of the shell to the, like, we're talking like the widest part of the diameter, I guess is the best way of saying that, but yeah.
I mean, all I'm saying is,
Torterra. Then I'm gonna. If he says kill or anything, then I trust his judgment on that.
Do we just
It's
want
about
to
as tall as like a 2.5-story building.
Torterra, you traveled in this thing, right? Or you think?
Yeah. As a prisoner.
I mean, you as a prisoner. Did it seem under the control of your captors? It must have been, right? If it was just flying in it. I mean, it was under the ship was under the control of your captors, right?
It was, yeah. It was their ship. And they
so when this thing crashed, you were still a prisoner.
Yeah.
Do you have any memories of like what happened to your captors?
I get flashes. They come back to me
usually when I sleep, I know that whatever happened to me on this ship was bad.
Mm-hmm.
These beings are capable of horrible things.
I was just wondering, the reason I say this is that this ship can fly or travel swiftly, presumably. Is there any way that we could come under our control if your captor's able to control it with this psi crystal or something? Rather than, is that a possibility, do you think?
I wouldn't know how to fly it. If it can be worked out by someone here, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but my concern is the beings right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. This thing is about 60 to 70 feet tall.
Okay, so it's really tough.
Oh, that's much better.
Do you have any memory of the snake thing at all?
Rob, do I?
Give me an intelligence save.
Basically,
save.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to know if we're gonna
what that
attack
snake
this.
thing is.
Yeah.
I think
If
the
we
snake
can-
thing is like a scout, like a sentry.
4.
You get a flash of like chains, leashes, and bubbles. That's it.
Chains, leashes, and bubbles.
No, I don't
Maybe
know
it was a
what that thing
captive
is.
like you. I don't know. Either way.
Yeah, we don't know how many.
Check that chance, Devii.
So here's our situation then. We want to get in there, correct?
Yes.
Well,
We have to go past this thing. So
Some of you
what
wanna
is
get
our
in
plan
there.
to get past this thing?
Get past. When you say this thing, do you mean the snake or the big
Yeah.
one?
I'm gonna get
We want to get
closer.
inside the big one.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
closer to it. Message you guys if anything else is up there, and you can make an attack plan from there.
Can you, Mesh, whilst you're up there, can you see if can you tell if the snake is making a, like, is it doing a repeated pattern, like, of movement, or is it just, like, going around at random?
I'll try to update you guys as I get closer.
Okay, thanks.
Can I also point out that we have never had this kind of surprise attack before? Also,
As in, we've never been able to launch a surprise attack.
Well, the last time we did, we kind of got our barn handed to us.
When was that?
That was when we were in the barn. We were trying to attempt to find the murderer.
Oh,
I
that
was
one.
very far away from that. My gosh.
That's the last one I can remember. But what I'm trying to say is that if we really want to analyze these guys as anything other than bad, why don't we just use bait? And I hold out my bag.
What's gonna be? Oh no, not those again. Everything comes back to the bag of tricks. Goldy, I just don't understand how a muskrat and a moose is meant to help in this situation. Please explain it to me.
If they attack it on sight, then
I've already moved out.
They don't have any kind of intelligence, do they? They're just animals who attack on command.
You can make a stealth check, but you don't get the +10 for this.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, that's fine.
Where's Cari?
Torterra. Would they let us approach safely if we pretended to have you as a prisoner?
That was another point, actually. Like, if you want, I can approach them. I can let you rage up. They attack me. Okay. Everyone needs to jump in from the coordination.
The ship says it self-destructs if they are attacked. So if there's anything of value or something that can help Torterra in that ship, if we attack that snake and sneak up on it now, and inevitably fail the stealth check at some point, it blows up.
How do you know that?
27.
told us.
I would rather do more scouting first to find out if there's any more of these things or any other type of being in the vicinity.
I'm already out. I'm already stealthing out. 27.
Okay.
Oh. If this will work.
So, good luck.
All right.
Good luck.
What specifically are you looking? I know this is like I can give you a map for this, but I'm trying to only give you a map at a last resort at specific points because the maps in this particular area are only meant for the GM. So this is meant to be like stuff for you guys to kind of imagine.
I'm kind of trying to duck and weave between rocky formations, snow, etc., and just get closer to see more of what's around that snaky thing.
Okay.
Maybe more of the more creatures. Maybe get close enough to detect thoughts.
Okay. Actually, that's a good question. I think if you're going to use your detect thoughts, you will break stealth, so you know that for sure. You can't exactly hide doing that at the same time, unfortunately. Here's what I'll do. I will have you roll a perception check followed by a an insight check, and we'll see what we get.
Can Blackie help me with perception at least?
Yes.
Okay. That's cocked. Reloading one. That's 11 plus 3, 14.
For the perception?
Yeah, for perception.
And the insight?
Insight. That's not good. 8 plus 0. 8.
Okay, you can't really make heads or tails of much. The glowing from the ship seems to be somewhat aiding the creature in hiding. But the creature's not particularly doing a great job at hiding at this current point. And your insight's not really good enough to divulge much of anything. Like, it looks irregular to you, almost sporadic. You're not sure if this thing is hunting, if it's protecting, if it's released creature, if this is native to the area and you didn't know about it. You don't know if this is from the ship or if it's exploring the ship like you guys are. Like, you have no idea. But the only thing you know for sure is that this thing hasn't seen you yet. Or at least noticed your presence. And I did roll for this.
How far am I from this thing?
I'm going to say you're probably about 100 feet away. Because I don't think you would want to get that close to it, per your caution. So,
okay.
You can kind of dictate how close you want to be.
Max would be 60, 70, I'd get roughly.
Yeah. I'd say you probably wouldn't even get that close because you're not sure. Sometimes this thing will take long stretches where it goes in a straight line. And other times it'll vary its ability. And it can move pretty fast. You're able to determine that if this thing wants to move quick, it probably could.
Okay.
And it is, I will tell you this, now that you're this close, this thing's probably about as big as a horse.
What?
Maybe bigger.
Okay, and I can't see anything else nearby, just this thing.
You see the ship, and your perception check is good enough to see that the tentacles are very slightly like, I would say probably the best word to use is probably pulsing. It's very slow. But the tentacles of the ship seem to be pulsing.
Okay, I kind of pry myself behind some kind of cover and send a message to the group describing most of this. Anything important?
Okay. So you find a safe spot and shoot him a message. Yep.
What do you guys want to do? Get in close and just go for it?
Have you come back at this point?
I'm just sending a message. You can reply to it.
Oh, you're sending a message. Okay.
Can we reply to it without
Who do you point at? Mesh. You can only get one
Probably
target.
Devii because she's leader plus she has message as well. So if we break, she could just send it again.
I'll relay what you just said to me to them.
Is there a way into the ship?
Is there a way into the ship?
So what you can see is there seems to be a 5 to 10 foot rise depending on which side of the ship you were to look at. If you're going on the southern side where you see this creature that you're tracking, it looks to be a little higher on this side, but the ship is kind of tilted. That looks like the tentacles have rooted themselves to kind of right the ship a little bit so that it's only tilted a little bit off center. But there seems to be something up there where the ship extends out of the shell or the creature of the ship. It's very odd. There's like these very strange pieces of like wood or chitin or other appendages that seem to be added on to this that extend out where the tentacles finish. But that area, maybe your guess is that it's some sort of like upper deck if you were to guess. But if this was a ship, but again, this is an organic structure. You're like, I have no clue what the fuck we're dealing with here. And you can't see over it. So you have to kind of clamber up there to get a better view. Other than that, you can't get there because there's a creature in the way.
How far can I snap Blackie? Let me check one sec.
I believe it's 100 feet. But his vision is 30.
100 feet is communication. I can see through it indefinitely. But 30 feet of me is how far I can snap it to a place. Okay.
I believe the 100 feet is the shared communication.
No. This thing I confirmed with other sources online. 100 feet is telepathic communication.
Correct.
But when I go through his vision, it's indefinite. I can continue going through his vision, but I lose talking if I go further than 100 feet.
You lose all of your senses, yeah.
No, I keep my senses, but I lose communication.
Right, yeah. So you can give him general commands to do things, but after the range is extended, then it doesn't know what to do.
It's either autonomous based on previous commands or...
Yeah. It's a finagling thing, and like a lot of DMs will overrule certain things because it's like super strong, super overpowered, but also like we don't want to have like a fine familiar taking up half an hour of an episode of like the game, you know? So it's just like we're trying to give you as much usefulness as we can. So
okay, yeah, I'm just gonna message back. There is an upper portion of the ship, kind of, but that's all I can tell you right now.
I can make a distraction with Bear. Or we've got Goldie's animals as well. Maybe we distract it, lure it away.
If we're gonna fight it, let's just attack together. Get a sneak attack on it.
You want to kill the small snake thing first.
If we distract it, it's gonna be aggressive, and we don't get a sneak attack in. Surprise attack.
No one gets a sneak attack except you.
No, surprise attack. You still get advantage on a surprise attack if they don't know you're there.
I don't think it's the right time to attack this thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Torterra, you think I send Bear over the ridge, make him growl a bunch? Maybe we throw a animal and have him fight it? Both of them will disappear as soon as we lose sight of it and we scurry into the ship.
Alright, I'm gonna do something. I
don't mind that.
I'm gonna cast silent image of a deer. Okay, so can I get a positioning where the thing is? Okay, so I'm thinking the snake's here, the ship's here. I'm like in a rock somewhere there, and the group is far back there.
So what I have here is that this creature is on the south side of the ship. The ship front is pointing west, and the back of the shell is pointed east. So left to right, long ways. Okay.
Okay.
The front is pointed this way. You guys are approaching from the east side, which means you're seeing the butt of the ship. Okay.
Okay.
You're also seeing the bottom side, or rather the south side of the ship, which is its left lateral. The creature is maneuvering on that main area.
Okay.
There's nothing seems to be on the north side other than the hill continuing up, and the tentacles seem to have moved over in the far side, the opposite side of where you guys are approaching. You have backtracked from where this creature is and have kind of backed up and are using the back side of the structure as cover from the creature to send your messages back, because it's just a dead like sprint over in this area. You're kind of like ducking and using the shadows of the kind of crater back to where your friends are at.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do with the silent image is, first of all, it's gonna be a deer that's running to this would be the east side of the ship. Keep going that way and bait the worm thing to the east side of the ship. Then I'll message the group to go on the west side of the ship and work up that way. Does that make any sense? That way there's gonna be the ship between the creature and our group.
Rob, you said the hill. Is that like a cliff face, or is that just a hill?
So if you guys are approaching, this area is like a big, like large valley, and the valley kind of eventually goes up and then into the mountain. So there's like these two ridges that kind of meet at the tip, and the ship seems to be between the two ridges but sideways. Does that make sense to you?
Okay.
So if this is the ship, right, it's sideways, but the mountain is over here and it's going towards this direction, and eventually the ridges meet and the kind of mountain is up past it. You guys are approaching this way. You see the thing, you duck into a forest on this side, and then you're approaching this way.
Okay. So the other side is just a mountain, and we can't go there.
There's not really much place. Like, you've got some opening in that area, but then like you see that the tentacles have actually sporadically gone closer towards the mountain side of the tip of the mountain to kind of anchor the ship there, so that it's not like sliding down the mountain, or that the kind of organic nature of this thing doesn't just like go sideways, because it's like tall. Like I told you guys, it's like 60 feet tall, 60 feet, 70 feet up. So if this thing is like restrained to like the elements just battering it with the wind, it's just going to go and fall over. So the ship is essentially righting itself using these tree trunk sized tentacles to kind of dig into the earth and also the mountain itself, and kind of like pry itself on the front side as a counterbalance. This is just what you've been able to observe. You don't know if that's actually what's going on or if there's magic in place, but it just looks like it's more natural than magical at this point.
Okay. Do we just want to attack this sending message? How many
the reaction to your spell. What's your spell save DC?
Mine?
Yeah.
12.
Okay. You see this creature for a second as that thing sprints up. Like, the long end of one of the sides kind of perks up. You can see these, like, very thin, almost antenna kind of come up. And they, like, point towards that thing. And then it gets... the antenna just go back into it, and the thing flattens back out, buries under the snow a little bit.
How far is this?
And then turns around and begins resuming what it was doing before. ignoring the illusion.
Yeah. How far away was the creature at this point? Because I could silvery barbs that.
If you silvery barbs it, you'll give away your position. Do you want to do that?
No.
Fine.
Do you want it to know that you're there and the illusion is real?
Could I silvery barb stealthily? Is
No.
that a thing?
No.
Oh.
When you cast a spell, you have to say the words unless it says it's verbal only.
It's verbal only.
Well, then it has the chance of hearing you. Do you want to take that risk?
Yeah, it's 60 feet though, so it's possible.
So you want to take
Reach
the
is
risk?
60 feet. Yeah.
Okay. What was your silvery barbs?
Reaction. Take when it's 60, makes an attack roll or ability check. You are basically rolling at disadvantage for the thing. You make another roll and choose the lower one.
Okay. It still passes.
Still passes, okay.
Wait, what was your save DC? Is it 14?
12.
Okay, I got a 14. And then...
And that means... do I get the thing whether it succeeds or fails?
Okay, so I need to make another roll. What's your passive perception, Mesh?
13.
So you see the creature put its kind of things back up and then goes back down. And then you kind of just see the other end of the creature. It doesn't lift up, but the other end has these like thicker looking antennae that kind of peer out of the snow and kind of whisk and flick and then go vertical before going back down into the snow. And then you see it kind of shudder a little bit and the snow kind of flattens over it and then it's gone.
Okay.
It's like it was never there.
Is it dug down or just flat out disappeared?
You have no idea.
No idea.
There was movement. It did that, and then you can't. It doesn't look like it's moved from that position. It looks like it's either stood still or the snow has kind of moved and flattened out and it buried. You have no idea. What you can infer from this is up to you as a player and as a character. But it's...
We've seen this happen?
Only Mesh has seen this happen because he's close enough for this. But the rest of you have seen it kind of move up and down and then see it stop moving. That's about what you can tell from where you guys are at. But you don't know if it's going to continue moving or what. But Mesh has seen it like stop entirely. And yeah, you guys can't see it anymore.
I'll just message, start getting closer, guys. But I think we could just attack it at some point when we see it next.
Just attack it.
Well, he's called that out to us.
Totera, I truly do not understand what is going on around me. It's all too foreign and creepy. But I will do what you think is best.
I'm gonna have a radar for detect thoughts if I sense it coming close from underground or something. I don't know.
I'm saying this to my group, and I'm also I can use my
mentally connect with one person at a time.
Yeah, so I'm saying this to Mesh as well, telepathically, that the message is, I don't know enough yet about what this is to make any sort of aggressive action. I think it's highly unsafe to be making contact. I think it is unwise to be upsetting anything before we know what we've upset. We need to read on first.
So you do want to have a conversation with them Because we can. That's the thing. We have a coin flip here. Do we want to talk to them or do we want to fight them?
I don't.
We have
want,
to choose.
I don't want to make any sort of contact with the creature. See.
Oh,
I don't see a way. I don't see a way past it without confronting it.
How about I literally, and I swear to God, no one say anything about this. I literally summon 3 different animals and just tell them to run in a direction non-stop, and hopefully they'll give chase. Give us enough time to do what we need to do and get out.
Why don't I just put them on alert because they don't know we're here right now? We should get out right now.
If Torterra says he doesn't want to do anything, I think we just observe.
I'm suggesting a third choice between fight and talk. If we don't want to interact with them, then let's get them away from this location.
Can't we also approach the ship from another direction?
You would have to kind of backtrack out of the forest and then take the north side of the ridge.
And how long would that take?
Probably about 20 minutes, but you could do it. It's just that you've seen this creature move all over. So it's almost like it's sticking near the ship over your guys' observation, at least until it disappeared.
And not necessarily just sticking to the back end of the ship.
Right, correct. It's moving all over.
Right.
I'm gonna stealth away also so that my old position is irrelevant.
1 second, Mesh. I'm gonna look up this stuff with your detect thoughts really quick because there's like a very small extra bit of rules on this that I need to double check for you. If you detect something or not. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Alright, what were you gonna do now?
I was gonna stealth away from my current position so that it's irrelevant if it thinks I'm here.
Okay, so give me another roll.
Yeah.
This is your stealth.
Yeah. 15 plus 10, 25.
Okay, yeah, you feel pretty safe. If you are moving out, after you guys meet back up with Mesh, because you're heading back to them, right?
Yeah.
After you guys meet back up with them, you see this explosion of snow where Mesh was, just and this piss yellow looking centipede just kind of explodes out of the snow, just and then you see these feelers kind of going out.
Sensing us.
And then it goes back down into the snow, and you can kind of just see this very, very minute bump in the snow as it resumes its pathing. It's a little bit easier to see now, but it doesn't seem like it's found what it was looking for. And there's this very slight, I don't know how to say it. It's kind of like a disturbance in the water. When you see a snake swimming in the water, you can kind of see that little bump. That type of thing, if something's submerged.
And that tells us it's hostile.
After this, you see a second one on the other side of the ship.
Wait, I thought the
Very,
mountain was
very
on the
subtle.
other side.
On the other side of the ship, there seems to be another bump of something else moving that's much better at hiding.
Again, now I'm losing picture of where this is, because you said the other side was a
North
mountain.
side, south side.
Okay, north and south of the east side of the ship.
The ship is sideways. North and south are the left and rights of the ship, because the ship is facing east-west.
And the one side is a mountain of the ship, like west, and the other side is open, and the open side is north and south.
You got it.
Right.
You guys approached from the south, moved over, and now you're approaching from the east.
Got it. Alright, I'm heading back to the group.
Basically, you guys approached like this. Da-da-da-da. The mountain is at the top. The entry is at the bottom. And you went in a backwards C shape. Like a hook.
I'm heading back to the group.
You're already
Figure
there.
out what
You're
we're doing
already there.
next. Yeah. Okay, so that tells us it's definitely hostile. It went from my old position.
So
And with that,
Yes.
I can give you an image.
I guess the biggest thing we want to know is, like Forterra said, it's hostile.
Yeah.
That
But
is what you
do
saw.
we want to? Do we know what we're dealing with?
Not to sound stingy, but it's not exactly hostile. It just knows something's there and it's trying to figure out what it is.
This is true.
Oh, it attacked immediately without trying to.
That's what you saw.
Maybe it's
At
just
the
trying to
same
defend
time-
itself. I mean,
At the same time, it's not a dragon. That's a
it's
plus.
different. It's definitely not a dragon.
So you can see the ship is off in the back there.
Do I do
Is that what it looks
whether
like?
or not these other creatures?
Now that you've seen one,
That was
I'm gonna
very
let you. You're gonna get this for free. These things
That's not
have.
what I was picturing
These
at
things
all.
for
Looks
Terra
cold.
are kind of. At the time, if these things like get the jump on something, they can be really scary. But they're kind of filth monsters, is best as like that's what they were referred to as internally. They're filth monsters. But they are tamed.
They're guard dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
These look scary as fuck.
These are what brought you in.
Okay.
So he has had some experience with it then.
In a certain sense, these things essentially helped grab you. That's all you remember is these things had held you at one point.
They're at least the size of a horse, you said?
They're
These
bigger
small
than a
ones?
horse. Yeah.
They're bigger than a horse?
To Terra.
They're
What do
like
you
a
want us
little
to
bit
do?
bigger than a car size centipede, basically.
These are scary.
And they have long fucking feelers coming out of the bottom and the top of their heads, and they're really good at hiding, usually.
So they're quite sensitive to the presence of, so you can't really get a jump on them, right?
From our position, can I
Doesn't seem like it.
see any sort of entry to the ship?
I won't even make you roll for it, because no, you cannot see the entry to the ship.
Sure.
Your guess is it's
Do
going to
you
be on the
know
other side.
entry? Do you know the entry of the ship? Do you
It's
know
on the other
structure of
side.
the
There's
ship?
there's some sort of deck near the tentacle side that you can get in. That's how you got out, at least. You can see on the image that I gave you, there's a way to get up on that little thing. You might have to use the tentacles to kind of hike up there, without making much noise, but you can use the
But they're
tentacles.
moving
as leverage.
around.
They're very slow. Think of this like an octopus that's been out in the snow for a long time. It's real snow.
Sure.
And it's real cold and it's real frozen, most of it, and there's still snow like gathering on them. Like this thing is not moving anywhere anytime soon.
It's a big one. It's not moving.
But yeah, you can see on the image there is like some wooden, there's some kind of otherworldly metals that are all mounted into the shell of this thing. There's chitin mixed with materials both organic and inorganic, all plated in.
You can get
This thing's been
inside.
outfitted in some way, shape, and form.
Okay. It's impossible to approach the big one without encountering these small ones, basically.
You don't know. You haven't tried yet.
And can I clarify? Is there two in the picture?
Well,
was it just-
you
it's
saw a lump that was very similar to the second, so I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
But you haven't seen them up close like you're seeing in this image. They're very far out for you guys. And Mesh is the only one that's gotten a clear shot at looking at these things.
Have you
You
showed
knew
this
what to look
picture
for.
to your stream? This picture.
It's on the Roll20.
I can show it to the stream using a different medium instead because you guys aren't on the map yet.
Yeah, I think stream needs to see this because it's really fucking scary.
Wow.
You guys
I
need to
didn't
make a
notice,
decision
but-
so that we have a place to launch for next week because we're going to have to wrap up here.
I don't want to.
I
So
think that distracting it with the bear or animals is a good idea, and then trying to slip
Yeah.
I don't like that idea
in.
because if we have some kind of bait, they're gonna start being aggressive and get a sense that there's somebody around.
Yeah.
Either we get the jump on them, or we try to sneak past them.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Well, the
alerts
bear
them.
is to sneak past them.
There you go.
The rest of us
Stream.
cannot get into that.
Look at Rob's tablet.
But the thing is, I've gone closer. I don't think there's a way to sneak past them.
They look aggressive anyway.
We could go north.
We could at least
We could go
distract
north.
it.
We could go north,
Would help.
around and come down from the north side. But
There's another
I
one on
think
the north
there's
side.
Yeah, there's another one there.
So there's two, right? that we've
Correct.
seen.
There's the one that's
Yeah.
patrolling basically the north side and one patrolling the south side.
That's it.
You're gonna have to take out at least one of them.
Well, if we could cause it to run after something, we could try to run it really fast.
Yeah.
Or just take on one.
Creepy, yeah, they're really creepy.
Goldy with his illusion that he was talking about before.
I think Goldy throws out an animal, have it run past the end of the ship, curl around to the far side, and have the bear chase it there.
I was thinking all
relatively
three, yeah.
natural occurrence.
That's fair.
Okay, but what if they catch up to they're not the animals and then they just like poof because they're not real? Then what?
They probably will, but it's just gonna give us enough time to hopefully dash in there, right? So we need to move as soon as they see it.
Here's an idea. Why don't I keep one of the animals, and when and just once all the creatures are gone, have that animal just be placed in between us and where the creatures are running off to. So when the creatures come back, they'll be distracted by whatever the heck is there, and we can just bolt out.
Here's my argument against this. If we get in and shit goes wrong, we're going to be surrounded by these creatures and whatever's inside the ship.
Yeah.
The difference being the stuff in the ship won't know we're there.
How do we know they can't be alerted by the things outside?
You think we can stealth inside a ship if we haven't stealthed properly together as a group inside structures
We did this
before?
time.
I did.
We stealthed 200 feet away.
Yeah,
As long as no one jumps
Inside
out
structures.
to start doing their own thing.
We don't have good luck inside structures as a group.
We have never successfully stealthed as a group into a place.
Yeah,
Right,
that's what
but
I'm
that's
saying.
Choice anyways, so.
If we go in and shit goes wrong, we're gonna be surrounded.
Are you saying we should split up, Breker?
No, I'm saying we distract the things on the outside, get into the ship undetected.
Well, that would be Goldy's plan, basically.
Also, Mesh,
the
if you
animal.
did your detect thoughts when you were anywhere near these things, it didn't register anything.
Nothing? Okay.
But you would have known that if you saw them visually, you should have been able to.
So he did detect thoughts. It did no thoughts. Were no thoughts registered. So
That
these things
means-
they're not.
He knows the
they're not
capabilities of
thinking-
his spell, basically.
That means they have an intelligence lower than 3 or something.
Okay, so they're not right.
Smart. They're not smart.
They're not smart. So
Like
yeah,
like
okay,
a
so
dog
we-
doesn't have the intelligence of that
They're
high
not
enough
smart.
to be.
They could hypothetically, if they would chase something, they were distracted. They wouldn't think, oh, maybe they're not smart enough to think, oh no, let's check and see that this isn't some sort of
It's true.
distraction.
Quite primal. Like a
Yeah,
guard dog.
primal. Yeah. But even
You know
dogs are they're not as smart as a dog, basically. They're not as smart as a dog.
Maybe one of our worries is that attacking these things will alert whatever's on the ship. So how about luring it away from the ship and then attacking it?
That could work.
That's possible, but we don't know what their range of alert, if there was an alert, is. What if it's some psychic connection that they can sort of alert them from?
Well, we can at least throw it far enough away so that
we can just lure it.
Of the battle don't alert anyone on the ship.
Bear's
Don't reach
not
anyone.
too fast, but maybe one of the elk or other creatures Goldy can pull out is faster.
I mean, to be
if-
fair, we kind of want some small animals that can run fast. I mean, to be fair, they can all run fast. capable.
I tried an illusion down there and they didn't go for it, so there has to be a real thing.
Let's go. Goldie, what's the?
Well, Goldy knows what
animals,
he makes is not an illusion. It's real.
Yeah, so.
It's real, but
Yeah.
it's just okay. So those animals that you can pull out, Goldie, what are they again? It's a moose and what else?
There's 8 options.
There is no moose. So, badger, boar, direwolf, great badger, great elk. Sorry, giant badger, giant elk, giant rat, panther, and weasel.
So in this situation, we want a giant rat or a elk. that would they be the fastest ones?
He has no control. He can just pull it out.
Yeah.
If you guys are gonna do it, just do
Oh
it.
no, I know we have no control, but I'm just saying like ideally because I'm thinking like badgers are not that fast. I don't know.
That's kind of irrelevant, but yeah.
Whatever card comes out, we'll use it.
You've got 3 chances.
Is it possible to get the same animal 3 times in a row?
Yes, it is possible.
Yes.
Oh, it is possible.
Yes, yeah, we had that.
Torterra,
You guys
you
got
want
2
to try and
elks
lure it
once.
away with animals?
That's my vote.
All right.
Do you want me to keep one in hand to do that trick of if they come back, they have something to just deal with while we make our getaway, or should I just summon all 3? And
I think it
Do
might
2,
be
keep one as in my.
one.
You just pull them one at a time and make a decision then.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me just summon all 3 and let's decide what we do considering what we get. Yeah.
No,
Just do it one at a time.
Summon them one at a time first.
Yeah.
Some of them one at a time.
Fine.
And then.
Then we
And then Bear is
we get
free.
into
Bear
a
we can
position.
send out, and I can summon him back as many times
That's
as we
a good
need.
roll.
I'm summoning them. They're next to me. Where's my inventory? Because I
That's a giant something, I think. 6.
It is a giant something. It is.
Is it the giant
It is
badger?
a giant badger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the big one.
Oh, that's like the worst one.
No, that's good. They have something to sink their teeth into.
Okay. What is the giant
They're
badger's
really
speed?
slow.
What was that, Rob?
What's the giant badger's speed? Is that one 30?
Just to confirm, it is 30.
Okay.
Oh man.
What do you tell the badger to do?
I turn to the group. What do we do? Should I just keep it here, standing here?
How far are we away from?
200 feet.
For now, I'm just gonna tell him to just sit in front of us.
That badger's good, even for us. Okay. All right. I'm just thinking
I'm
because
just gonna
it's
pull up in the
like.
stat block so I don't have to ask this many questions.
Torterra, where do you want to send him on the run? I'll have Bear chase it, and then
Okay,
as
it
soon
has
as the
a-
badger's dealt with, I'll have Bear kick it into full speed and just book it further away.
Anytime
So
he
my-
summons
my-
these creatures, you guys are allowed to Google the stat blocks for the creatures he can summon for the sake of clarity. Okay. So just
Where
full
would
disclosure.
Where would you want them to run? What direction are they going to run into? There's like a mountain in front. Is there a mountain that's in front of us, and then it's like wedged? This ship is like in a valley or something.
Have the badger
I'm-
and bear go east.
I'm
That,
thinking
uh,
bait. So I'm thinking we get into a position with maybe some tree cover or something like that. We use one of these animals to draw this thing towards us so that it's out of earshot of
Okay.
the ship, and then attack it when it comes out of the ground.
I was just thinking we were doing an initial run of this plan to see how far they would chase the animals, and that would
Right.
tell us where we set up.
A test
So
run.
do we just want to set up first, or do we want to
Sure.
send the...
Yeah. We can do that.
I'm not gonna make anyone re-roll stealth except for Mash, and he's already done that. So
Yep.
we're solid. You guys want to say you
Okay,
set
so
up in
we'll
your
have
stealth check, so I'm
the
not gonna make you
animals
re-roll.
Walk
Do
to
I get the
far
plus
side
10 by the
and
way
then
if
run
I'm
towards
back in
us.
the thing?
Guys, you don't want a second animal? Just
You don't have to worry about it, Mash.
No, we can use one at a time.
Okay, so giant badger, what do you tell it to do?
Do you know what, to make things easier, I'm gonna tell him, tell the badger to follow the lead of the bear. Do what the bear does. So if he runs, you run with it.
The bear was
Don't
supposed to
do
be
what
chasing the
Dungeon does.
badger, so that doesn't work.
Sorry, forget everything I just said. You will run as fast as you can, and the bear will chase you. You will let the bear chase you.
I think we just tell it, do a loop approximately to where it leapt up from the snow the first time, and then run back to us.
Exactly
Make a bunch of
60
noise.
degrees and
Wait.
none more.
Everybody take cover and be ready with your attacks.
Okay.
Does the badger understand all that?
Okay. I mean, the badger, yes, it does, because he pulled it out.
Does.
Tells him,
Wow.
does what it exactly it's told. All right, so to be clear here, I need to know, what is the speed of your bear?
Bear can go 40, but I'll have it kind of just trail the badger at a slow distance.
Got it. Okay.
Let it win. Let it win.
Okay. Let me just check one more thing. I need to see
If bear is hit though, he books it back to us.
Okay. Let's do this one, maybe. You guys send these things. Oh no, I don't want this one music. Fuck that. Fuck that. Okay, here we go. All right. Here's what happens. You send the badger just plows through. After a few minutes, or sorry, after a few seconds, then you see the bear just kind of gives Breker a nod, and bear peels out of the forest and chases it. Both creatures kind of get really close to where Mesh's thing was, and then the badger kind of looks up and sees the bear, and the bear kind of roars, and both of them begin to do this very, very bad acting where the bear kind of just flops and misses the badger, which is just a terrible display. And then all of a sudden, when this happens, they don't see this, but the rest of you see one of these creatures has completely emerged from the top of the ship and is looking down and begins to book it vertically downwards. So invert, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be said. I can't speak, but it goes and crawls like down the side of this thing like a spider on a wall. And the other thing you see is a slower moving one that is not booking, kind of stealthing through the snow relatively poorly from your point of view, but to the creatures that you sent out there, they don't notice them yet. They are kind of slinking through the snow. And as they book through, the one leaps at the last second and attacks the badger. And hits.
13 is its
what's
hit
its
points.
health? Hit 13. Okay.
I can give you arm class of 10.
Okay, I'm just gonna save some time here for this. Basically what ends up happening is it will grab the badger in these long whip-like tendrils and like grab the front of it. It kind of rears on its hind legs and sinks its teeth into it. You see the badger seize for a second and stop moving, and then it bites it again. And the badger bursts into 1,000 pieces of snow and magic, and then the bear continues running away from this creature as the other one that is slinking through the snow kind of just follows after the bear, while the other one tries to make a dip and hide and kind of disappears into the snow. And they will kind of chase after the bear towards the forest, and what we're going to end up doing is they can move the same speed as the bear. So what we're going to end up doing is I'm going to allow the bear to come to wherever the fuck you guys want. You guys are going to get a surprise attack on these things, and that is where we're going to pick up next week with initiative.
I told you if you use another animal.
I told you it's not use a badger.
You guys took a long time to get to the conclusion, but it was a great plan. So good job.
I so want to just throw another animal out. Just like, cool, take this animal, just in case.
Well, this thing what we did there worked.
Very, very good plan. What's that?
Are there 4 of these things now?
There
You said
are 2.
2 more came out of the ship?
There are 2. It
There's
looks
2
like
we're
one of the
fighting.
ones that hid climbed on the other side of the ship and climbed all the way over and was gonna jump on where Mesh was, but realized that he wasn't there anymore, and then attacked the badger instead. The other one continued its normal path because it had no clue and rolled really shitty perception on where Mesh was, and kind of just slunked back around. So I was making a ton of rolls behind the screen, but yeah, it made its own fun and narrative to go on.
Wait,
here.
Are you telling me that Mesh literally tripped and fell over his sneaking around? Because
No, it was my spell casting that gave away my position.
Okay. No, just the way with the fact that you're just stuffing around and these guys are.
I took the chance that they'd notice my spells. I was fine.
But
Rob,
they are
one
both
thing-
heading in our direction, right?
Sorry,
There
one more
isn't
time?
anything else, right? It's just the two. Because I thought there
There's
were
only
three.
two. There's only two.
Yeah.
There's only two.
They're both heading in our direction now, not
Correct.
one.
One is. So here's the thing. One of them attacked. The other one went past it once it disappeared towards the bear, but it paused for a second. And then as it was going, you could still see it, even though it was quote unquote stealth. It was stealth from them, but not from you guys, because your guys' passive perception, some of you would have been able to pick it up. And I'm guessing because of the telepathic communication, the message spells, you guys are communicating something. Okay. So I'm kind of filling in some gaps for you.
Yeah.
The other one.
Gap between the comic cons.
Yeah. So the other one is heading towards the bear. The one that got left behind is the one that attacked the badger, made a stealth check, and vanished. And then when it got closer, you guys can see it.
Okay.
So I'm kind of giving you guys a little bit of benefit of the doubt because you made an amazing plan, and there's something in the module where it's like you guys are supposed to see it with lower passive perception, so if they get closer to you guys. So you guys had an amazing plan. You stealthed up here, and you guys did a ton of good rolls. You made a lot of good plans. You executed all the plans flawlessly, and so I'm just going to reward you on that regardless of what these dice rolls represent. So you guys did really, 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 really well on your planning for this. Well done.
But Bear's about to get fucked.
You don't know
worried
how
about the
fast
bear.
you guys can blow these things up. So you could get them before, because what's going to happen is you guys are going to roll initiative. We're going to skip their initiative.
Are they both
We have a surprise round.
Yeah, so you guys are going to basically just do pew, 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 whatever you guys want to do, and then we're going to run a roll of initiative. And if you guys also roll high in initiative above them, then you might be able to kill them in 2 rounds. If you can kill both of them in 2 rounds before Bear gets attacked, you might be okay. But you don't know. You also don't know what these things are going to do to Bear once they catch it, because the badger's weak as fuck and just died. So...
Yeah.
Also, we get advantage on the first attack because
Correct.
it's a
The
surprise
first
round.
attack if you do an attack roll.
We're rolling for that next week, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, just for the sake of this, if you guys have something that does dexterity saving throws, they have disadvantage on those. So keep that in mind if you're doing spells.
If we.
All right.
Okay.
It's been late here,
Who has
guys. Thank you so much for tuning
spells?
in to Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. We've been doing this for about 60 weeks now. That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Chef, for playing Breker, Cari for playing Devii, Mesh for playing Mesh, Jodie for playing Cal, Fish on a Heater / Paladin PvP playing the wonderful Torterra, Pokemon, and Ranger Extraordinaire, and also Goldy playing Goldy, and Dallan playing Vanvalor. I know that it's been a very early morning for our friends in the North American region, and Mesh has had a crazy day already. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching us. If you're on the VOD squad, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we will I'm sorry I announced that we didn't have a game this week, because all week up until this morning I thought that the Sandshrew Day was today, so that's my bad. But we won't have another community day, canceling our session until next month. So we should be on track for everything, unless my players decide that there's something that they can't make. Especially if Fish can't make it, we'll just cancel the game because this is his thing. So if Fish can't make it, then we're gonna make sure that we just do something else. We may hang out here. I might just run a combat for you guys, or you guys maybe want to run a combat and I'll play something fun. We can do that if you want, but it'll be short. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys later. And Eberron should be on Monday if you guys want to do that. And I will maybe do a stream tomorrow, maybe, because I actually finished applying for a job that I really wanted to get today. So,
Yay.
sweet. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Good luck,
Saturday
Saturday.
Bye bye.
Bum, bum.
Rob.
Sorry, Dutchman.